funny that the week when like everything is running smooth on a different system. Everything running smooth. I am tired as hell. Yeah, yeah, man, it's been one hell of a week. And hi to all the people on YouTube who are just joining in, and also to the grower subscribers who can hear us for the first time in group in a long while.
All right.
Of course, shout out to all the people also on Twitter listening in, and you send a speaking request, and you'll hear me say it a couple of times tonight. I don't know how long we'll go tonight, but we will have a great conversation as usual. You're welcome to join in. You're welcome to ask about any company you want, any stock you want. Randy, that's Danai, that you'll hear on the other side of the caller. If you're watching us on YouTube, on the other side of the screen. And if you are watching us on YouTube or on Twitter, you'll see us looking at My Money JA, which is the official data partner
BrickTalk.
of the podcast, and the live version of the podcast, BrickTalk, which we're doing now. Just as the people who were listening earlier would have heard from our early caller who mentioned that he's not an advisor. In the same way, I'm definitely also not an advisor, and you should not take anything on this show to be investment advice. Dana is a licensed investment advisor, but while he's on the show talking, he's not giving investment advisory. If you want an investment advisory session, link him at dhalladvisory.com. He will help you get towards your goals. I think, Dana, you have December open now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so people can book their December sessions from now. If you are serious about that investment session, you can get that from him at dhalladvisory.com. But understand that while we're talking here, and we will talk about stocks here as we do every week on the local market, do not misconstrue that with buy advice or sell advice. We are not acting as investment advisors. No, and I'm definitely not an investment advisor. All right.
Yep, we
Having
just
said
talk.
all of that, welcome again. And thanks again, Tab, for that early talk. I've been putting episodes up on
Indeed.
the podcast stream, and those of you who are subscribed to the podcast, earningseasonpodcast.com, those of you who are subscribed to the podcast know that there's always a little bit of extra stuff in the podcast that's not on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you want to get some of that extra stuff, subscribe to the actual podcast stream. And if you'd like to actually get in on the episode and you want to actually ask us anything, just join us on Twitter, send a speaking request, and we will have a conversation with you. Like how we have one right now, Jason. I don't know what to say last, but Jason
Write this down before
BRKTOS.
I forget it.
Jason BrickTalk. I don't know.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Evening. How you doing, Jason?
Yeah, man. Good. What I want to know is the chill session. Or can I be a part of it? Like to subscribe to it.
The girl subscriber group is there's a monthly girl subscription. If you go evermickle.com,
Yeah.
and click on store, you'll see one of the things being the girl subscription. If you sign up for the subscription, the chill session is something that the subscribers get. It's a subscriber perk, so only the subscribers get that every month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did one this month, and it was actually very, very nice. It's the first
Mm-hmm.
anything I've done in person in a good little while, and I was very, very
Okay.
happy to
Oh,
see the
okay.
people in person. We had a hell of a conversation, and I can tell you, then I've been wondering all evening, do I mention the little gem that they brought up there or not?
Mm.
That
I was
little
also
acquisition.
wondering because the thing I loved about it was that they were telling.
Yes, yeah. Doubtful, but
Uh,
still telling. I love that.
that's a funny part to me, them outlining something so great
Yep.
while sitting back and saying, "Boy, I wonder." I'm afraid to say, "Yo, Janu, I know it's great.
Yep.
It really look like it, but I'm still afraid." And that fear is a good thing, by the way. It's yo,
Yeah.
I be measured here, you know. I'm not running for no reason, kind of thing. I'm actually here for a reason, but yo,
And
it always feels so, you know, before something big, you know. It's wow, Janu.
yep.
This cheat like I eat, you know, and nobody now see cheat as a good thing. It's such a terrible thing. It's such a terrible feeling you give you, but it's such a good thing.
Yeah,
Boy.
but suppose I'm wrong. Suppose I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong.
Yep.
That's a real thing that comes up where you don't know. I never ever know. You never ever know if you're correct. Until the market makes you know whether or not you're completely correct. But it was so good seeing all of those people, and it was good drinking with them. I was thankful they gave me a nice gift, a nice, wonderful, expensive bottle of liquor. And it was just good to hear and link with the people, and I'm definitely doing it again very, very soon. So big up to the grower subscriber group. And Jason, yeah, that's the long version of your answer. It's a subscription perk. It also comes in a chat group
Okay.
and a bunch of other things.
Okay. All
Discounts on
right.
my
Well,
money JA.
I'll subscribe to it in a bit.
Okay,
Alright.
that's up to you. But since you have us
You
here,
should,
I mean,
you should tell him everything that comes with it, by the way.
boy,
I
that's a
think
long
it's
list of
good for
things that
people to
come
hear,
with it.
especially the subscription group.
It's a long list of things. So Jason and anybody else
Fox
listening,
News.
you get
Right.
you get discount. You get a bigger discount to a session with Danai. You get a bigger discount to My Money JA. You get the chill session, which is the chill session every month. There's and that's only for subscribers. You get access to Advanced Grow every month. The Advanced Grow is on a separate topic every single month. I think last month it was leverage investing. This month is my memory is slipping me. This month is it's a revisiting of the move up. If you don't grow, you'd understand that what that is. And the what else is there? You get the discounts, you get the session, you get the subscriber only session, you get access to the chat group, and you get access to all sorts of tools. So like right now they've been testing the My Money JA app for a little while,
Okay.
which reminds me that they have an updated version that they're supposed to get. Some of them supposed to get right now. My memory is slipping out. You get a lot of perks with it, quite a few perks, and among that is the chat group in which we have daily conversations on realistic market things. Not realistic, like actual market things. Like it's a group of actual investors,
Right.
and they take it serious. And I'm very, very proud of them. I've been seeing a group of people slowly but surely get sharp at the market, greater understanding, and richer. They're making more and more money than they don't know. You hear that I mentioned earlier that how the fear that they had with a play that they're outlining, a play that I didn't see, and so that is exciting. So exciting that we don't know if we want to talk about it or not. But I think something that was exciting, and they identified it and had already some of them already put their money in there, and yeah, I'm proud of them. It's a small
Okay.
group, and it's a
You know, the
limited group.
Tabo
By
go
the
tell
way.
you say in pay money, say no, you're not share that.
Yeah. Tav now share some of the basic things like the IPO strategy. Definitely wouldn't want to share that. But yeah, it's a limited group. I think I have space for maybe 10 more people, and then after that it's closed off. So it's not going to be
Okay.
open all the time. But
Well,
yeah.
I guess you have space for 9.
Man's already.
Once I'm ready. Well, I mean, big up.
Well, I don't remember, but I did the grower session the last one.
As in September.
And since I did the session, well, I've booked the session with Dana yet, but my portfolio has been looking pretty good since I did the session.
Nice. So you mean since you don't grow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You made some of the changes based on what you
Yeah,
learned.
man, and yeah, exactly. And I encourage everybody to run in on the grower session because trust me, it did a lot for me. Because I was nowhere and I'm like a bit somewhere now. Still have a far way to go.
Sorry, that I was saying that it's a mere ad. But sorry, you're saying you still have a far way to go. But you've already made changes and seen the benefit.
Definitely.
Oh, that nice, man. And that's within October that you made those changes?
Yeah, man, even this week.
Oh, word. Anything you want to talk about? Is that good
yeah,
chance?
you know that I like JFP.
You like JFP?
Yeah.
I like JFP also.
Indeed.
I like JFP also. I like them. These days I like them a lot. A lot of people I think like them a lot. That's one of the things that also has been mentioned in the group over the last few weeks, months.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the points that went into it are good. But talk a bit about like the changes. What you feel comfortable talking about, by the way. about any of the changes that you have made to your portfolio
Well,
coming
what
out of
happened now
grow.
was that even last week when on the session when you guys were talking about the, like, if you have some non-performing stocks
Mm-hmm.
and you might say that they depreciate by a certain amount of percentage, and you might say you're not going to sell this stock because you may be waiting on it to see if you can make back even the money that you spend, when you could sell that stock and maybe put it in another stock that is performing. So I have some non-performing stock. So I just get rid of them, throw it in my JSP last week, and I'm seeing stuff happening.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like you know what I like
Sweet.
that you've done that and that you're also paying, like you're actually following up.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually following up on the market. I like them. Some non-performing stock, man say.
No man, I just pulling down my portfolio every day.
Ah, that is something that people learn a little after a while. It take a while. I mean, everybody know it, everybody say it, but actually learning it and doing it's a whole different matter.
True.
It wasn't hard for you to sell and come out. I mean, that means I'm assuming that means that you've reduced your portfolio.
Yeah, because as I said before I did even the BrickTalk, I normally just go into the market to say, okay, if I see a stock and it look good by just looking, I just buy it. Like you have this saying that they say, if idiot don't go to the market, you don't get bad food sell. So I just go in and just say, okay, I just love this stock and I don't have a clue about it. And after doing the grower, and I'm saying, my God, why I didn't do the grower before I start buying stock? So after I did the session, I just start get rid of them one by one. And after reading up on JFP and a few more stocks, I have a little bit of dollar and one and Fesco and Frustrage. Yeah, so
All
I'm
right.
just concentrating on these for the time
Okay.
while I continue doing my research.
Well, which one of them is your favorite? You can talk a bit about your favorite because I'm
Right
sure
now,
people.
I guess my favorite right now. Well, I start off with dollar. That's the first stock that I bought when it came out with the IPO,
Mm-hmm.
and then I shortly after that I did the grow, and then I said doing some research. I buy JFP. So JFP and dollar. Those are my two favorite stock right now.
Well, some research on. Let me hear, well, dollar is a one that a lot of people like. Let me hear why
Mhm.
you like dollar.
Well, based on stuff to come, cause I would mind if they could buy out Access.
I'm sure there are a lot of
I don't know
people
if that
who
is
feel
too
the same way.
ambitious.
I don't know if it's too ambitious. I mean, ambition is free, you know, so I don't think
You
so.
care too much.
Yeah, I saw an
So
article the other day. This week was it or last week? From David talking
And
about
as free as it is. Oh, continue, sorry.
yeah. That was in the, I think I saw an article. I don't know if it was this week or last week, talking about access and a 250 mil or 250 mil towards an acquisition, an impending acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Not access, sorry, dollar.
Dollar. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That was interesting to me, but I don't know. I mean, there was not much more detail given there,
Uh-huh.
but of course, if they acquire anything, and I mean, there are a lot of small loans companies out there to be acquired,
Yep.
so I expect to see a lot more of those happening over the next few months. Let's say straight up until it would increase intensity coming towards July next year, maybe 7 months into next year. Yeah. But I like that. I like that. So you said that you bought it. I'm sure it's not just for blindly liking it. It's also with the idea of your goal being there. I don't know if he fell off. You hearing him, Danai?
No, I'm not hearing at all.
I think he just
I was
fell
wondering.
off. Yeah. All right, well, send a speaking request if you want to talk to us about anything on the
By the way,
market.
the space is being odd for me. I can't mute or do nothing, so I'm just gonna let it come. I know that usually ends up in me that way. So
Yeah, it's been weird for me also. So early apology to everybody in the event that the space.
yeah, you bad man,
So,
man.
yeah. Ah boy. All right, hold on. And I believe, yeah, so we should be fine because we still are also live on YouTube. Something interesting that you saw this week that you're okay mentioning. Anything?
So you see, I'm sure there's something. Definitely this week.
Mm-hmm.
This week, actually, check the group. I said something about something moving. I can see a glimpse of Wheaton was moving, but I said something before.
I think Wigton
That was
hit the breaker
interesting.
today. I think I got a notification, my money JA notification that it had hit the breaker today. Could be wrong, but I believe so. Let me check. Yeah, it hit the circuit breaker today. It moved up 11 cents and hit the circuit breaker at a little about 12.
1-on-1 is also
Just after
interesting.
12. Ooh, was
Like
interesting
getting a
about
little bit of
1-on-1.
strength. I think I can get some strength. I see
Yeah,
it
go ahead.
creeping up. I see creeping up. The buy is hitting higher and higher. And like it was interesting. Like I was looking at the Q thing there yesterday, and I got a big gap. Like no 160s around the buy side yesterday, but came in pretty strong afterwards, and then knocking them up.
No,
So
what
I
was
saw
on the
the
buy
big
side?
gap. Like no 160s. Like end of yesterday,
No
like
160 orders.
yeah. So like towards like during the day, then people kept buying up into the queue, but like, you're not seeing much orders coming in at the 150, 160 around. You wasn't seeing anything like that. You just saw the queue that's being bought up. And then today, yes, some buyers are 160, so people bidding higher, and it's still like knocking on the sell queue. So interesting strength.
Hell of a sell queue though, boy.
Head of a sell queue, bro.
Yeah, hell of a
This
sell
look like
queue.
fear to war.
Yeah, man, 333 orders to sell.
Yeah, this look like it like something for really go more than so. I should and then think of how much people run in when they hit $2.
Run in when it hit $2 or run out. How many
No, I mean,
people?
that's what I mean. I'm running into the $2 bungle. I'm gonna make sure the double reach. All right, cool. It's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, like I don't think he can actually hit $2 on Monday.
I
I mean,
don't
I
think
think he
so
can
either.
sell. I think he can sell for that, but well, anything is possible. But
I know what I mean. Yes.
yeah,
So the trade is possible. It will take quite a lot of money to be
yeah, quite a
interesting.
lot of units. Over 4 million units would only you have to spend like $8 million, almost $9 million, and that would still put the average below $2. A hell of a queue, a hell of a sell. It's just a lot of people have volumes, and I maintain that it's so popular that a lot of people may it's so popular that it's really, really hard to move. I think I've seen it mentioned as what they call it, the confetti effect.
You see the thing there? Like you see the orders, like the volumes, 2,000. Like, it's a lot of. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, you think it's a lot of I'm still holding from IPO.
Yes, and definitely. I know those early trades. Don't forget them, bro. They all right. Now, but if you bought 170 on the third day, you'd usually feel good, but not third. Yeah, this the first second day. If anyway, hey, 170, but then no, you didn't. And then your trade is going down. So that means a lot of things. Yeah, this one.
One to watch. A lot of people bought above $2 though. I just remember on the actual third day. On the actual third day, there are a lot of trades for above $2. So
on the third day, no trade was below $2.
yeah, correct. So
and the fourth day too.
Yeah, there's a I think it has heavy resistance. I hate to use those terms, but yeah, I mean I don't hate to use those terms. I think it is the real thing. I think it will see a lot of heavy resistance, especially after $2. Like 2 to 3 is going to require vested interest. Yeah, 2 to 3 will require vested interest in order to move. Yeah,
but this is a great one. I mean, I'll leave it there. So,
you know what could that be?
That's fine. Let's keep that in private.
Okay. I think something that's interesting to me is GK this week. GK now is reminding me in many ways. The share price is reminding me in many ways of NCB. Or is this maybe 2020 NCB? Because extremely undervalued, but also like it has hit the 100, done a little bit of dancing above the 100.
So give me something new.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of.
And the same fear here with NCB is the same kind of things. The questions being asked are the same ones.
Like
what? When the GK now do the stock split, remember NCB stock split and the same foreign listing. If NCB now go listing a foreign, bro, we were having those same conversations. They're not gonna split, or they're not gonna go to the NYSE or Nasdaq. The same ball game, and then the vested interest in people saying it can't go so. Yeah, the conversation is live. There's different ticker.
Boy, like everything, not new under the sun, not new in the market. But GK could make that move, right? I mean, it's not like they haven't been very clear about the move that they'll make. I've been saying no.
Very clear. When them say that's so funny. It's still a rumor, you know. Really? Think about that. No, think about that. It has rumor status.
Them
say it.
Put in
and people have it, and people have it as. I think people still have it as a thing that we said.
Well, unless it happened, then somebody else said it.
Oh no! If we said, then somebody else said, man. You know the thing, though.
But you're not happy yet. When it happened accurately, then somebody else said it.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, somebody else would definitely get that credit.
Yeah.
Remember, we're crazy. I still remember the thing there, the Genesis that kind of. No, I don't remember exactly what we looked at and had that moment, but I remember an early part of that conversation around it very well.
What was that?
I'll tell you after. But it's still there. We're at our house talking about it more than so. But certain details I don't want to say publicly, so that's fine.
Okay. I get you.
Get in a trouble and everything there, you
know? make some people hold up millions accidentally again. I think about that point about how the conversations are very, very similar once again. And the similar conversations are, well, I don't know. The similar conversations are interesting in that. But yeah, I try to figure out how far I want, but I don't understand how it can still be rumor status.
I don't know, yeah, man. But think about it. But why I know that? Spin-off. Look at the moment you had the other day, where you ready playing from the thing it was setting, thinking that everybody else must have read this thing. Think about everybody, and these are the people that know it more than so.
Yeah.
So it's people you actually know read these things, actually look at the company more than so. But they had no idea it was said. There was a few of them, and everybody. I think even the ones that knew they're ready, doubted themselves. To me, now you understand that. Go search for the document. You know, usual. But think about that. These are people, and you know the next step. Why? Who does never gonna read this kind of thing ever? Most people. So to me, not really surprising at all that boy is a thing that GK said them. It's a thing that me here said GK said them are gonna do, but me not really know. So them say it, you know. I hope and pray. I would put money behind because boy, you know, it just don't really know. It just me repeating is a hearsay thing.
Well, we'll hear say. We'll hear say GKFG is listed. It's one off listed on, or I guess listed on JC on its own, and then we'll hear say the food company. But what? So, I mean, I still wonder if it'll be London or New York. I think it might be London.
Yeah, I remember when he first said it. Remember the question got immediately. So what happens to the food side?
Which is and
it was like they were saying it as that means it can't happen to you know. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I remember we had a conversation. I remember saying around the time of GHL. I remember talking about around the time of GHL, before GHL came to the market. And I was saying that looking on not GHL, Massey. I remember saying, if you look at the change that Massey made a few years ago in terms of how they started to view their business, if you take that same outlook and look at GK, you might see some similarities. When did Massey come to the market? Is this year? 2020?
This year, man. Yeah. This year, I believe. This year, last year. This year, yeah. No, man, early this year. Earlier this year.
Okay. Yeah. They did their move earlier this year.
January.
No, they're down to $80 per share.
Better than GHL.
GHL not down to $80 per share yet. Oh no, they're still at $4.95.
The long split.
Split the long way. And look at the trading on it, Jano. Yeah.
Bro, jeez, man, that's crazy. Yeah, one seller can just don't listen.
One local seller, one of those supposed Trini sellers.
Where did I hear that again recently? Somebody said it somewhere. I'm like, oh my god! They said something about the Trini listings not working out. I can't remember. My head, I'm like, boy, this thing gone far, man.
Oh, I thought you meant the Trini investors. I
think that was the point being made, but they were saying cross listing or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
can't remember where I saw it, but I was looking at it. I'm like, boy, this thing really take off, you know.
If you put together the right story, the right people eat it up. And truth can be stranger than fiction, right? Give us enough time and
indeed.
Yeah, people start looking there and actually doing it. Big up to I just saw him, I can't see him. AK Zala, Alistair.
Yes. Yes, Randy, how are you doing? Danai.
Aliens, boss, that's good.
Greetings. Yeah.
All right, so what going?
Yeah, for a while I've been looking at this stock, Everything Fresh.
Oh, Everything Fresh. What do you like about Everything Fresh? What have you been looking at?
You own it?
Yeah, I own it.
From IPO?
No, well, yeah, I had some from IPO earlier this year. I was able to average down. And
they got rid of the ones they had from IPO?
Right. Earlier this year.
Oh,
and then, went back in.
Why?
Yeah, the other day they had. I mean, the value of it, I believe it is.
Boy, that That's the answer.
No,
What
well,
that mean?
maybe him say for the value of it to him. You say
True. Okay.
I think it's one of those undervalued stocks.
okay.
I feel that there is enough evidence to probably suggest a turnaround where the stock is concerned. Had a couple bad years, I believe, from 2017. No, 2018, I believe that was the last time they were profitable.
I think that's when they listed 2018.
Yeah, when you said a turnaround in the stock,
Turnaround, what do you
the
mean?
share
The stock
price or
price?
the company?
Right, in terms of the company being profitable.
All right. What's evidence you're looking at?
I mean, they have, I think, three quarters of profit, and they're building on each quarter.
Consecutive profits.
Right.
All right. So isn't this then actually the turnaround? You're not waiting on a turnaround. It's the turnaround.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is the turnaround.
I mean,
All
when you
right.
say 3 quarters of profit, 3 quarters or 2 quarters?
No, yeah, I don't know if it's 2.
I think the fourth quarter.
Third.
We're heading into the third. We're heading into the third, right?
Oh, the last fourth. We're in the third quarter.
We're in the
No, we're in the
fourth
fourth
quarter now,
quarter.
but we're waiting on the third quarter.
Yeah.
Right.
And we haven't gotten.
So dating back to the fourth quarter of the last financial year.
They made a loss then.
What? The quarter or the full year?
The quarter. The full year was a loss.
And the quarter was a loss too.
The quarter was a loss.
As far as I know, unless you know otherwise.
My computer just hung up on me a while ago. But well, definitely for this financial year, the first and the second quarter, they have been profitable.
Yeah, man. Am I going crazy?
With what?
I opened a Q3 last year, and I think I went through this before, but I was never curious. I was wow. All right, cool. Yeah, that's fine. They don't compare.
So was it profitable, Danai?
I started checking. So
no.
Nah.
No, it was not. The fourth quarter wasn't profitable. No, they don't put.
It wasn't. It was a 7 mil something last year. It wasn't profitable.
But you can check on my money tree, and
I know. I checked what I was checking. I was checking if something there, not I'm saying so. Just checking. But it wasn't. It was a loss. It was actually a loss.
It was a loss. Okay.
A 9.3 million loss. The first and second.
But mine see what you want to see.
Yeah, but it's not like it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely the first. And
you're looking at a turnaround. You're not looking at something past. You're looking at something future. Right. So 2 last quarters were down. We're
right.
Up, but what are the things you're looking at? Not all last 2 reports being good, being profitable.
I'm thinking with what is happening with tourism over the last 6 months. I definitely the boom continues. You would hear our Minister of Tourism speak about the numbers, comparing them to the 2019 levels, visitors, everything fresh, benefits directly from visitor arrival. So I'm thinking that the turnaround will continue, and the third quarter should be a strong one.
Okay. Which and you, all right, and you thought of this when?
I thought of it when?
When did you think of it?
I'm just looking at the last 3 months. Well, the quarter to be
reported
would be those summer months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when did you sell?
When did I sell?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I sold earlier this year and I got back in at about 130 when they had that major sell down last month. Was it last month?
Don't know.
I don't know. You following this thing, you know, not me.
Yeah, man. They had a major sell down. A matter of fact, it is the largest number of
September
units.
22.
Yeah,
A big dip.
largest number of units. Good price to enter at 130.
All right, in profit now.
Yeah, I'm in profit now.
So wait,
So
when did you sell?
I sold earlier this year when it was about 180. I had from IPO not a lot. I was able to average down. I don't quite remember, but I'd have to check. I was able to average down and exit, but always was always tracking the stock and re-entered.
Oh, so you're down, and you keep the down, but you see the gain in August or so? August, September. Wait there. Did you sell it the same month you bought it?
No, man, no.
That's the only time I was at 180.
No.
I bought it earlier this year. Let me pull up my thing here.
It was in the 180 level at around February.
August, September.
It also touched
February.
180.
Oh
yeah,
boy,
Man.
Me blind.
No, man, it was around that region earlier on in the year.
What time in the year?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly. I'm gonna go into J Trade and tell you.
All right, I guess. So what I'm thinking of here, I'm just trying to map how the
Your thought
trying
process.
to map how the whole play looks for you. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm just trying to map how the whole play looks for you.
Okay.
Because my thinking here, and by the way, I mean, that would mean that what you've done is, and the units you say you sold are the units you had since IPO, right?
I had some since IPO, bought some earlier this year, averaged down and sold. I'm gonna tell you when it was.
My thinking is, if you had it since IPO, average down, as I said. So wait, when you exited at a loss?
No.
So you average down enough to be in profit.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was the 28th of April, roundabout. Sold for 175.
175 is not 180, you know.
All right.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Those levels. Yeah.
But so you sold it. Sorry, go ahead.
Between 175 and 178. That's what that, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you bought back in now at what?
At 130.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, a swing trade. How long between the sell and the buy?
That's what I'm saying. This was in April and I bought
September.
Yeah. Went back in September.
5 months later. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you didn't buy this for no reason. You bought it because have you done grow? You bought it because of your goal, right?
This is my how would I say this now? This is my attempt at making some deliberate profit. I've done grow.
Okay, so you cut out accidental profit.
Yeah.
and you went back into it now, back into it in September, as you said, and now you're actually up.
I'm getting revenge, bro.
Yeah, half of the same.
Man, say you couldn't waste my time for how much years to finally get a profitable exit. Watch us time.
and
I'm going right back to get some more money out there.
All right.
And then went back in. That's impressive, especially because you're doing it on a start that I can tell you almost everybody you ask about it will tell you say is rubbish. And I'm not saying that I don't even know that they're wrong. Meaning the company has had its own pressures that it's faced, but as you see, the last 2 quarters did have them making a profit. Yeah. And more importantly, their revenue for the quarters or revenues are much higher.
Much higher.
Yeah. In the 2 quarters, I can't knock it as a starting thought. Go ahead, Dan.
Agree. No, it's something I said. I'm ready to do. I'm gonna switch up. So, yeah. What were you thinking though? You asked uncertain. So we know you want to have some conversation around everything fresh. Well, what exactly are you thinking about everything fresh then? Let me want to reach it.
Yeah, I'm up. I mean, at what did it close at today?
It closed at $1.65 today.
Right. So I'm up 24.5%. I'm looking that this stock can go in the $2 range again. And that would put me at about 50%. And that's where I'm aiming for.
By the way.
I am, however, I must say, a bit, I'd say, cautiously optimistic because of the last report that came out for CPJ. The report for CPJ was disappointing, and there are 2 different companies, 2 different stocks.
But think that what are you thinking about the last report? How exactly would this be the thing that their problem?
It was disappointing for CPJ, and I'm thinking it probably, if it is that,
There's something interesting though. The report, the quarter you're looking at here, is already reported by Everything Fresh. It's a June report. This was CPJ.
Yeah, but what about it was disappointing?
Just the figures, just the numbers.
Yeah, actually, I was actually assuming what exactly was disappointing.
Yeah,
they were like about 700. Was it 700 and something mil compared to the quarter before?
You talking about the 4th quarter itself?
Yes.
Yeah, it was 705,000 US versus 1.3 million US the year before.
No, not year over year. The quarter before.
Yeah, man, the quarter.
Oh.
No, Q3 versus Q4.
Why would you do that?
That's a weird thing that people. I mean, I don't know if the business runs that way. You want to?
I think I've actually been seeing it more often than not. And I've been laughing at it with. I see reporters do. I used to see reporters do it enough. They still do it enough, and I've been thinking it's nonsensical in some ways. But now I'm hearing it more. It's nonsensical in the ways they use it. I mean, there's merit to it, but depends where you're looking for as always. And it's never the thing they're saying that is actually the thing.
Business,
yeah.
Heavily on the type of business, and I mean, you can compare whatever you want, but you were expecting quarter on quarter. So, okay, tell me something. Was the Q3? Were you disappointed when you saw the Q3 results then?
For CPJ?
Yeah.
No. See, I think it was a strong quarter.
But
it was weaker than, it was half of the quarter, less than half of the quarter before it.
That second quarter, Still trying to understand that second quarter.
What do you mean? It's October to December. It's Christmas.
Oh.
No, man, but what were you trying to...
What were you
I
thinking?
suspect that
You were saying
3 point. I'm not looking at it. That second quarter.
3.6 or
so the second
But
quarter
the point is it's following the same thing. Sorry, go shoot.
Yeah, the second quarter is 3.6 million. The third quarter was 1.5 million. 1.57 million. Second quarter was 3.62 million.
Mm.
So less than half.
Yeah.
Why weren't you disappointed then?
With the third quarter?
No, why weren't you disappointed with the third quarter?
To follow the same convention.
Because the second quarter, as you said, now that I look at it, the second quarter was in the Christmas period.
Yeah, but
which coming out.
Well, you know what? But you weren't thinking about it then.
No.
But then, so you were disappointed then. So the reason can't be a thing you learned today.
Oh.
So may I say?
Mm-hmm.
So why were you?
Why were you disappointed by this and not that? Yeah.
I just look at the second quarter. I was looking at the second quarter as a one-off thing where, you know, the third quarter wouldn't follow the same. It's a good question there.
Yeah. Here's what I think. I think that is just you saying the flavor of the month, which is that thing now where people are comparing Q3 to Q2 or Q4 to Q3. It's a very, very recent thing that has been like I've seen it done also, and
I never saw the public saying it. I know I've seen it, public saying it.
But where I saw it, I expect the public to start saying it because it was said very publicly. It doesn't make sense if you actually understand investing or business. So I wasn't surprised that it was being said. Like I say, it's not something that you can't do, you know. It's just you have to have a reason to do it. It makes sense depending on the business type. Yeah, if you understand the business, you wouldn't do it. For a business like CPJ, so heavily dependent, as you pointed out, on tourism, which is literally linked to a tourism season. Seasonality is a thing that you have to factor in. So it would make sense to compare the October to December quarter of this year with the October to December quarter of last year, no?
Correct.
Yeah, so you wouldn't follow on. I wouldn't do a follow-on comparison, meaning comparing Q4 with Q3. And for me, I don't have that recency bias. 705,000 US as profit in the quarter is impressive considering that up until even 2019, they didn't even have 700,000 profit. They had a 1.1 million loss.
Yeah, about that loss.
For the entire year.
Yeah.
In 2018, they had a 2.1 million profit. That means that the profit in the fourth quarter that was just reported is roughly a third of their 2018 full year profit, which I believe at the time was one of their best profits. So I would say
2018.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know how you might I don't know how you might see
it. So for everything fresh, they're going to report their third quarter, and it would be the summer months. It would be for July, August, September.
Correct.
Which is, I'd refer to as a full tourist season.
So you wouldn't call Christmas a tourist season?
Yes, I would.
So can't do that. You can't change reality just so much what you want to say in this sentence. Well, I mean, you could depend on where you work, but it it make more sense, I think, to deal with the thing as what the thing is. So yes, July to September has some summer in it. And depending well, honestly at JamT, it has summer in it, and it is going to be reported. Assuming that they report on time, it is going to be reported in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
Around about the 14th of November.
So what would you? What's your?
My expectation is for it is going to be compared to, let us say we're not looking at, making a comparison between second quarter and third quarter, but third quarter of last year.
I find that interesting. One second, how we did I do it?
Then I believe that they were like up 3.5 million in the third quarter. Third quarter.
3.5 million? What do you mean? Maybe
In terms of profit.
3.5 million. Last year, said about last year?
Last year.
No. Q3 last year was 3.5 million? I don't think so. No, they lost that. $20 million loss.
2021?
Yeah, man.
Check again.
No, man, I'm not incorrect. He's correct. What do you mean? He's correct. It was a 9.3 million loss.
Oh, okay. He's talking about the quarter.
The quarter.
The quarter. So the quarter was a $3 million profit. Yeah, 3.5 million profit.
Oh, the third quarter.
And the third quarter, yeah, man. And the full year, the full 9 months was 20 million loss. Yes, my bad.
Okay.
So.
So you asked me what I'm expecting. You asked me what I'm expecting.
Yeah, man. But you said we never reset. You tell me what last year was. What you expecting?
Right. So I'm expecting that this year, it should be significantly higher than that.
What that mean?
Roundabout. I'd say roundabout.
If me make 3.5 million a year from my job, my boss move me to 4 million. That's significantly higher for me. You agree?
Yeah.
So if they make 4 million next year, good. This year they're good.
I mean, I think you can look at about 20 million a quarter.
Word.
All right.
What are you basing that 20 mil on?
Why didn't you give me that? What in the second quarter they make 20 mil this quarter?
The quarter before this at 18 mil.
So
I'm thinking they're going to mirror that same performance in the third quarter.
The same people going to come back? The same exact tourists are going to come back and spend the same way?
Just the in terms of
what have they actually been?
The numbers.
But the minister talk nice, and the minister not going to give me exact numbers. So best to not look to him for those.
What have they actually been?
Yeah.
I saw it in an article recently where I can't remember exactly which one of them were higher, comparing them to when they had that record in 2019.
Okay. And so as a result, you expect what? A better performance than the second quarter?
Yes.
And the second quarter was what?
In terms of net profit?
Yeah.
18.
26. It was 26 million, right? Almost 27 million.
For the quarter?
Yeah. In terms of to shareholders, 26 million, no?
Let me check that.
You have me worried, because you say you're excited about this thing, but you know, really you sound like you're excited off of just a feeling. You don't sound like you actually check all of the things.
Well, I'm so worried. That's what I'm sounding like to me. I think he called and want some confirmation around certain things in CPJ. With everything fresh, he just not really want to ask it.
Yeah.
I think the market has valued it properly.
Has what?
I think the market is never wrong. So whatever price it is today, then that's the price it is today.
Mm.
But
I said about every single stock. So I'm not really saying much about everything fresh. So you can ask me a very open-ended question about everything fresh and I expect to answer how you want me to answer. What's the actual question you want to ask? What I think about everything fresh, they work in the food service industry. So you want to hear?
Do you think that everything fresh it can be classified as a turnaround stock that could be profitable?
Ask the real question, man.
Question. Yeah, stop fans eat up boss. Okay, ask me this up.
Ask the actual question.
Yeah, man. Let's start reading, man. Stocks are real life in here. Ask the actual question.
Do you see everything fresh as a company that will have sustained profit over the next
what you really
2
want
or
from
3
everything?
quarters?
What you really want from everything fresh?
I want to make that 50%.
So you want the share price? 50% is what price?
Pardon me?
Price is 50%.
50% is what price?
It would be $2.
$2 flat.
$2 flat would be at my purchase price of $130. $2 would give me a 50.9% gain.
And so you think that the share price is gonna go to $2?
Yes.
All right. And what you think will make it go to $2?
I'll call somebody to buy that at that price. You want to sell me some everything fresh. Give me a reason to buy it from it for $2.
I believe if they report a strong quarter, then this stock might be attractive to investors. Yeah.
No,
what would make you buy it at $2?
You're not buying it for that reason.
Give me a what's a good quarter?
What's a good quarter?
Actually, sell the stock to me, man. Tell me why me need to buy that stock at $2.
Why would you buy it? What would make you buy it at $2?
Yes, actually, yeah. So I really wanted to do that. But yes, why would you buy it at $2? What would be a good reason for you to buy everything fresh at $2? You see it at 180 now, you see it at 160, but you get some money when it's at 2.
Mm-hmm.
What would make you buy it?
As I say, if the quarter is strong,
What's
and
strong?
strong,
Yeah.
let's say between say 26 to 30 mil
I
in the
find that
quarter.
interesting.
If
But
you
Yeah.
saw 30 million profit,
the thing is,
hold
you're
on.
saying that you're going to sell it at that. Yes, you're going to sell it. You're going to sell it at $2 if the quarter is strong. Why not buying it then? If you were telling me that you would buy it for that.
My goal.
Okay, hold on. If
That's
you
a good
saw
answer.
them report, if you saw Everything Fresh report earnings of 30
But no.
million, you would buy, you'd go and buy the shares all the way up to $2?
Yeah.
Where you think where you think they're going to post that
Yep.
in November on November 14th? You
So you're
think the
buying it
report that's
heavily
coming out
right
from them
now
is
then?
that why not buy?
Go again, Danai.
You think you just say November 14th when the report drop, you think a report is going to come out that will satisfy that, don't it?
Yes.
Why have you not bought it all the way to $2?
Me?
Yeah.
That's my exit price.
Don't matter.
It matters to me.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because at that price, I would hit my target.
You have money not
And
invested right now. You have money.
Okay.
You have money. You have money. You could have put in the market, but you wouldn't. But you just don't do it.
Yes.
That's the real answer.
Go again.
So you would forsake 170, 160 something, 165. Hey, even 160 for real. So 165 to $2 is what? What kind of movement that? That's 21% in 16 days. And you have money sitting down there, you wouldn't put in for that?
No.
Why?
Just as Randy said earlier, this you never know. You just never know. I mean, you hope.
Wait, it can't as if and they say you will do these things if whatever. You have money, but you're not doing with that money. You just change the market once. It doesn't have a conviction. You say, yeah, okay.
No, my conviction is somewhat linked. Is linked strongly to my purchase price.
Then no, not really. I also, sir,
No,
don't
it's
put
not.
that on me. I would not say that. I do not say.
Yeah.
I do not say that.
You're muted.
Sorry, yeah, I say
Yeah.
to you, say, no, that's not at all how it works, and don't put that on me. I would not say that.
No, it's not.
You
Your
can,
conviction
you
is not
can,
like this. So
yeah,
the only the money you make is not how much money you make is based on where you purchase. But making the money is based on where you sell.
yeah.
So
So
your
if you
conviction
really
should never
thought
be
it
on
was,
I buy it here. It should be
yeah,
on
if
where
you really,
I'm very you can't tell me say, boy, I think I can say that too because I bought it at 130. You know works so. Your conviction should be on the $2, not the 130.
So for me to sell it at 2, I should be convicted to buy it at 2 also.
Not necessarily, but I understand what you said. I said your answer about your goal was a good answer. You're not buying it there because you think it's a good option for any money going whatever. I don't think you fully give me that answer yet, but end of the day, if you think it's a good option for money, then yeah, it can be. That's a good reason to sell a stock because you expect to buy it there. Best time to sell a stock is when it's looking best, when it's looking good, because somebody else will want it.
That's true.
So the real question is, why would somebody want everything fresh at $2? So I ask you, because you know the reasons why you would buy it. So it's the easiest reason for you to come up with why somebody else would buy it. Because they expect that somebody will act in the same way you would. They will see something the same way you will see it. So you think a good report will come out and the people will buy it at $2. And they say the good report is 26 to 30 mil.
I think if the company has turned around, it would be a very good stock to hold in terms of cap appreciation over a period of time.
That don't mean nothing.
No, you're asking why I think somebody else would want to buy it.
But nobody not buy it for them reasons. You don't know
anybody. You have persons who want to hold stocks for a while.
Yeah, because they can make money doing it.
Yeah.
It's not the holding on the stock. They don't hold the stock for hold the stock. It's not comfort. It's continuing because they think it's some money. So give me the reason why at $2, I think I will make that long-term appreciation on everything fresh when you say it to me after
because
report.
If at $2, say earnings per share is around about or net profit is around about 30 mil. Mm-hmm. Over another year, that stock would be valued, probably close to $3.50.
Because net profit in the quarter is 30 mil?
I mean, subsequent quarters, if you have that consistent report of profit.
It's interesting. How much money, what kind of return you'd say you want in a year?
Me?
Yeah.
In a year?
Mm-hmm. In any 1 year. What's a good return for you?
What, on a stock or
on your money? We're not talking about stock.
On my money?
To ask you. Mm-hmm. So, hit your goal for a year. What's that number?
A year? Mm-hmm. I always try to see if I can double 100%.
Always see how often you do that?
I mean, that would be my goal.
No, when you say always see if you can. But the problem is the always see if you can. It's not that. It's, I always try to get that. That's the goal. So
right, 100%.
And if I tell you, say, if I were to guarantee you by end of next year, I can give you back 169% on your money from today to then. That's more than 100%. That's more than 100% over that time. Meaning, so if you give 100% a year, what you're looking at now is 2 months and a year, 169%. Will you take it?
Yeah, definitely.
But you think everything fresh is going to be 350 by the end of next year, and you're selling it. Why? 130 to 350 is 169% profit.
My goal.
Wait, just tell me a goal.
No, you said within a year. It's better than the stock?
No, it's based on the stock.
Well, trying to use the stock to meet my goal.
I'll say 150% by when?
By the beginning of December.
Oh, so everything. And when you think you get done, everything fresh. When you're you put everything fresh for 50%. When you expect to get it?
The report is due November, around about the 14th. So I'm thinking.
So you give up to them by then.
Yeah.
The report comes up, people buy it up to 2. So it sounds like you have a good case then. So what's the question you're asking?
The question?
Yeah, what's the question you're actually asking?
Do you think it can go up to 2?
Hold on. You just said that you
I know
think
you're
it can
asking.
go
I
up
know what you're asking.
you are saying that you think it can go up to you're saying that you think it can go up to 350 in a year. You're also saying you're looking for 100 every year. That I pointed out that what you say you're looking for in that time is 69 percentage points greater than what you asked. It's almost double.
Uh-huh.
Why wouldn't you be buying more everything fresh then if you really believe what you're saying?
Yeah, but as I said to Danai, I mean, I bought this. I came in
I
this
heard why you
position.
bought it,
And
but
we
my
know it, did you
question,
know?
I hear
Don't
what you
change
say,
anything.
but you say you care about your money. If after what are you doing with your money in your account December 31st? You're not looking for another stock to put it into so you can achieve the 100% you
Make
want
it
in
100%.
2023?
Yeah, but
Yes,
I
you
have
are.
an
According
There's
to
no
you,
but.
no
immediate
man.
goal. I have an immediate goal for the ending of this November, first round about the 1st of December.
You're cashing out the money?
I'm exiting.
No.
I
Are
get
you
$2. I'm
Are
out.
you cashing
No,
out
it's
your
cashing
money?
out the money leaving the account. When you sell everything fresh, you're gonna spend it elsewhere, you're gonna buy some more stock.
I mean, yeah, I have plans for the profit, and I'd go back in another stock. Yeah,
Okay, so you're going in another stock, right?
yeah.
And if you
Why
were
not?
to be told that you're going in a stock that can give you 100%, you'd probably go in that one, right?
Depending on the timeline.
But we know the timeline already. You already gave us timeline.
Yeah, if at the end of the year you've cashed out your
Oh.
everything fresh, I know you're looking for another vehicle, another stock to get you where you're going in a year, your 100% you want in a year.
It's not.
If
It's not. Go ahead.
if you were to be given enough information about a stock that made you realize that, okay, at that point, this stock I've just gotten more information about is likely to give me more than 100% starting from December 31st of 2022 going to December 31st of 2023, you'd probably buy that stock, right?
No.
But you just said yes. You said that each year you try to at least double your money.
Yeah, but I mean, not year to year. Not in 12 months.
That's what a year
I,
is.
What's that year
yeah,
is?
but I mean, if I can do it earlier, then
I'm not saying no, but
We never asked
yeah,
that, but the goal is the goal.
yeah.
yeah,
If your goal isn't I want this in thing, but if your goal is I want this in this time, so you have to yourself to make this in this time. If your goal is earlier than a year, then make your goal earlier than a year. Don't do the boy I want this 12 months, but we go both split in 9 months. You're not there for the time.
here's the reality. You don't really sound like you believe that everything fresh is going
Everything
to go
fresh
up
can do these things. That's why
$3.50.
I ask all these questions because it does not sound like you believe that. It sounds like you maybe feel so. Yes, everything fresh can hit $2.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think it will? I'm not going to answer that. But
Go again.
you don't answer those questions for yourself either. You don't really answer those questions for yourself.
The basis on which you've also pointed out your decisions, none of them you're not too sure about. You measure quarter on quarter until you hear we say that that don't make sense. Then you measure year on year. Then you say your basis is quarter on quarter, but not last quarter. Well, not the quarter before, just last quarter. Last quarter you were disappointed then, but the quarter before that you weren't disappointed, even though it was the same thing. And your expectation for the future move is also based on the thing that you say you're disappointed about last quarter. And you're saying that if it happened again the next quarter, you're excited. You get that all of those things have to actually make sense. It's not about sounding good, it's about them actually adding up and making sense. And even then, that's not what's going to set the share price. You are considering the thing being above $2 or selling at $2. So I ask a simple question. What would make you right now buy it at $2? You say if the profit is 26 million or more. So the natural thing then would be that you'd be buying it all the way up to $2 right now because the last reported profit was 26 million.
Yeah, for the quarter.
So are you actually buying it for that then?
No.
So you do, so why did you go back in everything fresh? That's what I want to know. It sounds like you just really like the stock.
And into the price fall. Him give him see justice, you know. Him see him sell at this thing there. And and I think people do that thing too. A sharp down, people often run it because them think they must come back up now. It's cheaper than it was yesterday, so it's cheap. I think about everything fresh car. Yeah, you see the last two reports looking good. Tourism conversation so nice. And the price cheap. Because the day you bought the day it dip very loudly.
Yes,
You couldn't even stay there after the day there.
Yep.
I know you weren't looking at everything fresh to go in for a nice thing there. You weren't even looking then for $2. You go in because everything fresh dropped by so much. And then you find the other thing the man say, yeah man, those are good reasons why it will go back up because I know the last two reports were good. So I think the next report will be good. And the discount to get on it. Because if you really thought everything fresh $350 buy thing there by end of year next year, then it'll be a good buy for any money that do have the 50% by November end. No? But you're not putting the money there. You have it in the bank account one day, what next? Honest with yourself, trust me. It's a hard thing. It's important, but because you end up making the problems. We make the problem then. You can't do that to yourself, bossy.
Yeah.
I'm
not saying everything fresh will do that, but I'm not going to say it will because, again, it's not an advisory session.
Also, it doesn't really mean that it will. It can really fall as you've seen.
Yeah. It can go up, it can go down. But give yourself a good basis for why you think give yourself the basis of, all right, I think this will happen. I think this is likely to happen. And this is what will cause it. And if you get very sure about that thing that will cause it, so if you really look into this quarter and figure out, all right, I'm getting actually, and you're not looking at the last quarter for more than, okay, this was happening in the last quarter. You're not looking to tell you what's happening in this quarter. You put everything in context. You look at this quarter actually, just everything that happened for them from July to September, and figure out, boy, what's the actual thing they're going to do. And if that thing works out for whatever movement you whatever, then good. But you're not really sure about the 26 to 30. The fact says that 26 to 30, that's a gap. 26 is last quarter, but 30 so nice. They run it off. And come know if I ask you what's the actual things the business is doing to get you to think that, to get me that 30 million, what are you thinking?
Don't ask that.
I know.
What was
no, I don't really never ask that on purpose. You must try to make a build up a case. Try to make a, because I'm sure there's something there. Can I point out things that okay, it's a good basis. The fact that we mentioned, say, yo, not most people been looking there, and you've made money already.
Yeah.
We feel kind of accidental because the real reason I think about because that nice discount they get, because you see it, you sell it at this price and it's like dip and you feel good for months and it back up to these prices, and then it dip discount. And it come back up. Of course, it must be good now.
Yeah. And you're in profit on it. That's
yeah.
You want more profit, but you want us to say why it is definitely going to go to more profit. But you're the one who are looking at it, so you have to have the basis for your decisions laid out. Or at least understand the thing that you're looking at to see if you can actually make the profit. If it can move, and I gave you the easiest link to it, why would you buy it for $2? Like you're saying that pretty much that you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
That's telling something right there.
No. Not right
If
now.
you wouldn't, why somebody else must do it now?
For my goal, I wouldn't. I'm seeking to exit at $2.
Okay. Well, then you're buying a whole heap more now then.
No, not at all.
You're not buying it. See, you realize what you're doing then. You realize that you're not actually, one, you're not being honest with yourself. Two, you're not really. Here's what I think. I think you'd love if we spoke about everything fresh and nicely, and it sound good. Here's what I suspect. I could be wrong though. Here's what I suspect. If I were to go through a lot of the things around everything fresh and talk about what I think about and what I expect for it, and it were to go to $2 on Tuesday, I don't think you'd sell.
No, man, I'd sell, Randy. I'd sell. Yeah, man, I would.
Why?
Go again?
Why?
As I said,
the money don't plan for, man.
Yeah. I'd sell.
I say, promise her the gift already.
And I'd sell. I'd sell. And the thing is, if profits, well, let me not say that, but I'd sell.
No, man. So yeah, say, man. Say that because that sounded very interesting. So yeah, say, man.
No, I'll leave that. I'll leave that.
Why? I mean, listen, anything attractive that you say about the company, people are hearing, they'd likely rush and buy the company as a result, which is what you want.
Yeah, it's the market is people understanding and knowing what's going on. Trust me, more people just don't know what's going on for the companies. They want us to find out that one thing. If you say something that's actually, if you say something that's out in the public and now, why is nobody talking about this stock and all these things that I think that people then see that thing. Let's talk about the things that actually good about the company. What would make you think that? And it's already got you, so you're not really, you're not too much of a believer here. So, but yeah, maybe actually say something good. So actually, boy, I say it and with everything fresh lineup. So what's the thing we're saying?
I won't say it.
They say that'd be a good reason to keep the stock, right? If results come out and at a certain level, you just say, boy, they used to me, I keep it. So normally 350, right?
Yeah. All right. But as Randy said, if it touches $2, I'm out.
Unless the report come out and it's a 60 million profit in the quarter.
Still out.
Really?
Yes.
60 million profit in the quarter and they're getting bought out by CPJ.
Or they buy out CPJ.
Them can't buy CPJ. But if they're getting bought out by CPJ, you'd still sell?
Then that's new information there. Then I probably
remember say tell me 10 minutes ago. Say
you have
thing. I'm
gonna stop here. Yo, I'm gonna say here what? January get a Christmas gift. I said the Christmas is coming that January pay. It does not come.
Yeah, man. Honestly, with
that would be tempting if you hear about that buyout. Then that would definitely be tempting.
Tell you a secret. You tell my girl to January thing too. Gosh.
Oh my God. I hope that you actually taking the deeper lesson out of this,
Yes, man, definitely.
You probably don't really believe it. You probably shouldn't be in it.
What you already profit, boy. Nah, cool. But
what would you do? What would you do if it fell to $1?
Go again.
What would you do if Tuesday it fell to $1.20?
But
Tuesday
the
1st.
Whatever date it is.
I'd still hold it until the reports are out.
And what happens if one of the reports are out, it falls to $1?
You drop again. We'll say reach $1 and report bad. Jeez. I report good.
Suppose the report good and it dropped to $1.20.
I'm out.
Word. At a loss.
Yes.
But you're in a profit right now.
You see, because what as you said, you know, you're hoping that I'm getting the message.
The message. But
the lesson. Yeah. And I've gotten it.
What's the message that you got? Or the lesson that you got? May I beg you, please? Because last time you hear that, I come back on Twitter and hear some corner somebody what they come question me.
Well, listen, them question.
Question me and hear some me corner them.
I need to have.
Bro. Excuse.
No, go ahead. You need to have
more information before making certain decisions.
True.
Not really.
Or not necessarily
yes,
more information.
definitely. But that's a full lesson.
Yeah, you want to truly have information that you have stronger conviction on, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to be questioned out of. I shouldn't say you shouldn't be able to be questioned out of your belief. That's not what I believe either. Because
my eyes been burning. Okay, so far.
All right. What you should do is, however, your conviction should be something that it should be on a factual basis, and you should have a strong. I don't say strong conviction, but yeah, you should have strong conviction about your basis on which you're making the investment decision, and it should be stronger than just what any one person asking you about it. So, like, if 26 million is something that would make you buy it at $2, why aren't you buying it up like crazy now? Because them just report 26 million. So 26 million isn't really going to make you buy it up at $2, right? If it fell to $1, you'd sell it. Okay, if they reported 80 million in earnings, you'd also still sell it. But what would make you keep it then? If they're getting bought out by somebody bigger. So why wouldn't you keep it now? Or wouldn't you buy a lot more now if you think that the things that are happening are enough to make them $315 a year? Oh, well, I have a goal. So you don't have a goal if them getting bought out by somebody bigger? You get me? It's not a...
Yeah, man, I get it.
Yeah, it's not. It's only on TV and I guess on Twitter. Being able to throw facts about the company or small facts about the company is good, but it's not a strong basis for any investment decision. And the fact that you are in it and in it in profit, but so scared, should probably lead you to adjust how you approach a thing. And it's not the only stock you're in, right?
No.
What other stock are you in?
A number of them. I mean, JP.
What number? Like, what's the total count?
In terms of stocks?
Yeah. Overall.
I have probably about 12 or 13. Yeah. I need to do some trimming of this portfolio.
12.
Yeah.
Of that portfolio. So you have other portfolios that have other
No. This one portfolio.
Okay. All right, 12. It's a whole fund they have right there, Sabasi.
Yeah, man, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, so
it's a lot. I mean, I'm coming from much more. I mean, because I was at 19 at one point.
Word. Wait, so tell me something. You have 12. How many of them are in a loss?
number of them. The overall portfolio is down.
So wait, even with that said, the overall portfolio is down. You have some that are in a loss, and you would not consider putting those lost ones into the thing that you're expecting is gonna go up 169% in a year.
You know, as you always say, some positions turn long term.
I don't say that. I don't say that. I don't say that as a good
In a
thing.
good way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I mean,
and that is why if you ask me if it touches $1, if I'd sell, and I would.
So what about the other one that me having a loss? So come in and sell them there.
Significant loss, like all a Cygnus.
How come you not sell them yet?
It's not lost on us that you only sold this when it reached profit, you know.
Go again, Danai?
It's not lost on us that you only sold this the first time when it finally hit profit.
I didn't get you. Go ahead.
He's saying that it's not lost on us that you only sold everything fresh once it finally hit profit after holding.
Yeah.
And you went back in, and you're still you're looking for a specific profit, and you're not coming out unless you see it. But if it goes to $1 flat, then you're out. Which sounds to me like a significant loss. So how come you're not keeping that same energy for the other stocks? Like I know Cygnus, you mentioned Cygnus is probably bleeding. You have that since IPO also? Or APO?
APO.
Oh, damn. My apologies. Damn.
Damn.
And that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
And you're damn. 2020? That's when the APO was?
No, it was 2020. It was December 2020. Yeah, December 2020.
Ooh. And you're still sitting in it? What's something that you're really excited about other than everything fresh?
Within the portfolio?
No, just on the market.
No, generally
market. On the market. JFP.
About it.
It's interesting in terms of came on the market at $1. Had that spike, came back. I know they're supposed to be reporting some profit.
Came back.
Spike sold down to
Spy?
After IPO went up to almost $1. Sorry. After with IPO it went up to almost $2, and then came down.
JFP is what we're talking about? Yeah. I mean, I know what happened with it in terms of the price movement.
But what are you excited about?
The new business in North America. The partnership with the Caribbean.
I know a little talking points around it. You're expecting it to go far also far. What were you expecting JFP to go to?
To go to?
Yeah, the share price.
I think it can go to, to that $2 range.
Where do you think it will go to? Because I'm sure you have money in there expecting a certain price.
It can do many things. What's the thing?
Are you sure what?
I'm sure you have money in it expecting a
No. I don't have any JFP.
Really?
I'm excited about it. We have money in things they don't.
No. This Randy ask, what I see on the market.
No, yeah, man. So if you're excited, why not there?
So
Why
you
are you
have
in places they
Cygnus for
don't like?
2 years at a loss, but you're still in JFP.
It's still out of JFP that you're actually excited about. Whereas the Cygnus, the only the reason you still have it because your previous just sell it until the last.
Yep. Straight up.
So you believe in one, you don't believe in the next one, but you refuse to buy the one you believe in.
It's not so
Think
much.
about that.
It's not so much belief than it's just
If you're excited, all right, you
to
actually think
realize
something is
that
there though.
loss. And
But you
then
already realized the loss. You've already realized the loss. You
The
realize
the
that
loss
you're
is
at
a
a
loss.
loss.
Yeah, it doesn't become a loss the moment you sell. It's already a loss. That's why you're afraid to sell.
Mhm. And then you hear about this talking about be straight up with you hear about this share buyback, and it's
Hear
not
about.
going to
Share who?
No, it's not
share
going to be.
buyback.
Finish. It's not going to be.
It's not going to be the drip method,
Drip method.
What?
Who are
What?
you
where
talking
where
to?
where,
Who else are you
where you
talking to? You're talking
no
to some
I
people
mean
sometime when you get that
no
there from. Who are
talking
you?
to anybody.
Make
Just
him go.
heard on the last earnings call, it was mentioned that the share buyback should be coming for Cygnus,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to do it different from other buybacks.
So we're still at JFP to be honest. We'll continue.
No, that's cool. And how did they say they want to do it?
In essence, they want to do it different. He couldn't say it. It needs to go to the board,
You can
but
say
Definitely.
it's
In fact, the
legal.
whole drip method thing, what that mean?
by a little here, just a little off the market. It's a little type of thing. Um,
Ah, boy. I didn't want to say too much.
mm.
I would tell you to
So,
read the financials. There's nothing surprising about the buyback. It has been laid out for years. Is why we were able to talk about it 3-4 years ago. Is why we were able to time it 3 or 4 years ago. The reality of what's likely to happen is another matter. And and if you have your money in there, you want to be a lot clearer. You don't want to be waiting on it to be said back to somebody and sold in a certain way to you, which might cause you to be thrown off in terms of your money, let us say. Like you want to be on top of it, or you want to just you want to just be aware of how it is likely to go. And remember, you have money riding on this. You've been waiting years. You really expect 165% gain off everything fresh, and you wouldn't put the Cygnus loss in it. I'm not saying that's what you should do, by the way, all right? So
That's really just using the things you're saying. If you think one stock will do something and you're in this stock, you don't want to sell only because the thing there. Why are you not thinking that? Now, actually asking, what's the thought process there? Why would you not sell the thing that you don't believe? The thing that, boy,
think buy the thing that I believe in and let go of the thing that is definitely not
I'm asking
working.
why you don't do it. Because you said, in response to this, you started telling us what's good about Cygnus. But you haven't been buying Cygnus anymore, have you?
No.
Why not? If you really believe in that thing in the buy it wouldn't be from a boy, hopefully this thing helps me recover. It would be from that's a good opportunity because what's the average price on Cygnus?
1472,
1472. What's Cygnus price there, Andy?
Price 1301.
1301. So how much is that? 1301 to 1472. For you to break even.
So you bought
13%.
Oh, you bought at a discounted subscription price.
Mm-hmm.
14.72. Wow.
So I mean, you had Cygnus before it, that means you had Cygnus before the APO to qualify.
Yeah.
So you averaged down.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I learned about the APO, and you bought a few shares to qualify for this.
It never works for Cygnus. By the time Cygnus out, the qualification it was already gone. You'd have
No, man. I
tell you.
No, but I'm telling you that I was on the books the day round about the day. So I didn't buy it. I didn't have it. I bought it about like 100 units, probably a month or two before, because there was talk of the APO.
No, so if you had 100 units, it's Cygnus shares, So you had Cygnus before. You can't forget them because it's a little bit of shares.
It was I had Cygnus before. Yeah, I had Cygnus before.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't that significant. It was.
Well, rich people, I don't know if we get money like that.
No, Dana, don't say that.
You're right. I don't know any rich people forgetting money.
Don't say that.
So, nobody actually, if you get money, then ways just so.
Listen, don't deny riches. You hear? Them days done is trick with. Nowhere else in the world somebody call you rich and you go, no. What you want me call them? Poor? No.
Poor?
Take the rich.
Yeah, two of them are this, rich or poor is this.
Yeah, man. Take the rich, man. It's okay if you're rich and you made a move for it, but you've been waiting a while. Since.
Because if you read it, away upon them big things for Cygnus, how far Cygnus price will go when the buyback thing they go? What are your expectations from the buyback?
To be honest, if I can just break even with this buyback, I'd be alright.
So you're waiting on 13% from today's price.
If it goes at $15, then
wait, man, it's that's not what you said. 72 is a break-even price. You can't the flexi go thing not work,
Taking into consideration fees.
Okay, let's take into consideration your fees. $15 is what you say. So you want 15% from it, right?
15%.
That's what $15 is from 1301.
Oh, from the current price.
Correct.
Okay.
So here's my question to you. If you are looking for that 15% growth, but you also think that there's 20% in everything fresh, why all of the Cygnus money not in everything fresh?
Yeah, I think the answer that is just probably the courage to sell it at a loss. But as Danai said, it's already at a loss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't get to fix that on anything then. If you're not, I'll find that very interesting. You're not doing anything outside their goal according to you on JFP. But Cygnus, the money that's up, aimless. Anything going on Cygnus, it go on. When you finally do what it's supposed to do, when you finally break even, you can leave. And that's up to you and whatever timeline that thing. So for the next 10 years, you're still on Cygnus away for 13%.
Mm-hmm.
You have actually have real expectations on Cygnus. And if they make sense for what you want to happen, they do. You're not looking for break even. You're looking for 13% on the money in Cygnus to get back to where you started.
Okay.
Cygnus,
so wherever it is,
the same money it is.
Okay. I follow you right this. I follow you and I understand you perfectly there.
What's your biggest loss maker?
Right now, I have lumber. Average price for lumber is $360, and Lumber is at what, about 2.8? What the lumber close at today?
I don't know. You know, if you use My Money JA, you can see all your portfolio in one go, right?
Yeah.
You should consider it. And depending on where your broker is, you can automatically pull in all of your trades, so you don't even have to enter them one by one either. So I can tell you about your entire portfolio. Lumber close today at 270.
All right. So,
And you say your average price on it is what?
I'd be down 26%, 26.4.
Your average price is what?
360.
360.
Yeah.
We start this?
Lumber. So you need 33% growth just to get back to break even with lumber. But you wouldn't put the lumber in the everything fresh, like you expect 160.
But Randy,
You get what I'm saying, right?
You get the point?
Yeah, me get your point.
All right. And I'm not trying to say that you should do that. I want to be very clear on that. I'm also not even saying that you should sell Cygnus either. Because Cygnus could fly back up to $20. It's 2 years since it's been at $20 another night. Wow. Oh wow.
And then actually so him again and then buy back more certain than JBB own, right?
Kind of, but them also make the moves that they want to them can stop it. Them can do it or they can do it in a different way. Well, like you hear them say that they've said they're doing it in a different way. They could do it in a less interesting way. All right, they could do it in a way that doesn't involve anything much. They're also they're limited in how the buyback can go just based on the JSE rules. There are really only two big options for them, and they'll probably do it at the same. Let me leave it for another BrickTalk.
Talk man.
No man.
Yeah man. Sorry, let me check my account and see if you just send me money.
Straight up.
The point is, I think you understand better about what's needed for your portfolio, and you should not give yourself the level of pain that you have been giving yourself. I think you should be, if you're actually making the bets, make the bets. If you actually believe something's gonna happen, act like you believe it's going to happen. And
buying is believing,
100%. Sometimes selling is believing too. But
true.
Yeah. But look at your loyalty. Think I like a relationship. You put 2 years into Cygnus, what you get for it? More losses? You think okay. I'll leave it there. I hope you get just
I heard just that a while ago.
All right. I just want you to make sure that you understand how important your portfolio, your money should be to you. And let go that idea about not realizing the loss. Once you see the loss, you realize you're in a loss. That realized loss business isn't real. Sir, and thank you very much.
Yeah, man, and thank you guys too.
Yeah, you're
very, very boss. Big up.
Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the conversation.
Big up.
Remember, say if I apply the principles in it, you can't shy away from it. We know it's work, but I the money, right? So
yeah,
you do the grow already, so you know where if I apply it, you know where you can tighten up. So do any if you do, man. Do the work,
that's
man.
A fact,
cool.
Yeah, and you have the discount to sit that night too. So
yeah.
Everybody that grow also gets that discount to that night. I should point that out. Tomorrow is the last grow of October. www.everymickle.com/GRWR. And one of the things you get doing the full grow tomorrow, starting in the morning, we'll go all day. And one of the things you get for having done grow is you get a discounted session. You get a discount to the session with the night. And you also get a discount on My Money JA. The same things, similar, not the same things, similar things to what you get from being a subscriber. But the subscribers get bigger discounts and much more perks. Anyway, so if you want to sign up for Grow, you have between now and when BrickTalk done. Because after that, I'm closing it off and we're going into November. Sir Drumline, you've been waiting very, very patiently. What's up, sir? DJ Drumline.
What's good,
Night.
Night. How you
There,
doing?
man. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So, blessings, everyone. Um,
One blessing, sir. What's up?
so first thing is I did grow in July and me end up book a session for Danai,
Mm-hmm.
but me never go through the discount link. So me end up pay and not take my discount. But um the date is what I wanted to just clear up a little bit. I realized the November dates are off.
As in
And
Danai's dates?
yeah.
I'm going to call for the customer care with Danai. All right, go through Danai. Go through Danai. Go through. It's the hardest part
Yeah, so
of this whole entrepreneurship thing. The customer, one of the customer care.
yeah, so I wanted to actually get a closer date, but I end up go through the grow link, and so I just around that I just want Dana know that probably him see two
But,
dates for me.
hey, cool. We're good. We good. Leave me
All right,
one side.
customer
Leave,
care
leave, me, one-
close.
leave me one side.
All right,
You gotta understand.
customer
Leave me
care
one
close.
side. Yeah.
All right, so what I want to talk about is SVL. Uh, so one thing that I noticed is that something I expect a good quarter for SVL, the quarter that we're in now. Um,
As in the fourth
reason being,
quarter.
pardon?
As in you expect good results for the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being, um, is a World Cup quarter.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Who are you bringing for World Cup?
that's one. Huh. Well, Portugal is my side, so no other team.
So Portugal is the team you're bringing for World Cup.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right.
Uh that reason why I say that is because
Cristiano
that's
said
just one. No, he does. He
he
does
does.
very much so. So, in terms of SVL, is like I realized the last World Cup. Um, while I was walking past on my lunchtime from work, I was passing one of the SVL shops, and I realized that during the World Cup, the betting is quite heavy,
I
right?
mean, yeah.
Very heavy, and
Yeah.
World Cup only happen every 4 years,
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
right? That's one. The other thing I saw was that Verticast, all right, Verticast have the World Cup rights, and they also have the Premier League rights,
Mm-hmm.
right? Verticast bought CVM,
Mm-hmm.
and CVM is a free to air station in Jamaica,
Correct.
and Verticast is putting on Premier League on Saturdays for CVM. Now, for the people who don't have internet in different areas, I mean, SVL have a whole heap of touch points where people can bet. So
Thousands, literally.
I'm I'm expecting some new money to start coming from people being more interested in the Premier League, following it and betting on it.
The Premier League or the World Cup? Is the World Cup? I hear you say you're interested in it.
No man, the two of them,
Premier League
because
team.
the two, this quarter is
Mm-hmm.
is a World Cup quarter. Plus, it's the first time the Premier League will be on free to air television in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
In a long, yeah, yes, that's correct. Not in a long time, yeah. Ever as
Right,
far as I know.
right. So that World Cup money is a once in a 4 year money, and the Premier League money is new money. No,
SVL.
yeah, for SVL.
Yeah,
And
And
you,
then
yeah,
betting.
confused, because you mentioned vertical. So you thought. So what you're saying
No,
here
no,
is
no, no. Me not. Yeah, continue.
what you're saying here. Just to clear it up, what you're saying here is that more people are going to be likely betting on the Premier League and the World Cup because both of those things are now being broadcast essentially for free in Jamaica. Once you have a TV, you can pick them up.
they can watch it.
Right. Once you put a pole out the door, you can catch it. So, how does that relate to the movement? Honestly, I always say SVL is the perfect storm.
All right.
But I hope some other things come along with that.
Hope. What kind of other things?
Yeah. Probably some more the picture start really reveal because I start adjusting something else. Something else with they're broadcasting the horse racing to Bridge FM, and Bridge FM actually broadcast to New York and UK diaspora people. No, this is just a while ago. Me just say that. So that's a new thing too.
Okay. So you think that might be what
Yeah,
more revenue for them, more income
yeah,
for them.
more revenue with the online betting.
Mm-hmm.
They signed the deal. Well, not the deal. They get the license, the gaming license. I think it's GLC or GL something. But that thing that certifies them as a gaming service provider.
Mobile gaming.
Yeah, mobile gaming provider. So once all those things and others start churning, I expect higher dividends.
High dividends. I like that's you
Higher.
jump higher dividends, and that's what you're banking on. So what kind of gain you're banking on making from SVL?
Or is dividend? Is it dividend you want?
No, not the dividend. I want the share price to move, but the dividend also have an impact on it too.
It could. So a price. All right. What? Same way. What's your goal? What's the goal for your money?
The goal for my money right now, I look 100%. I'm not lie.
Everybody I look 100%. I like your honesty.
Yeah.
Most people lie
Yeah,
and tell
but
me 100% in a more complex. I'm looking for a long-term thing to really put down for my kids, which is how they say, I need for double my money now. So you're looking for 100% in what time?
6 to 9 months.
60. In what time?
6 to 9 months.
6 to 9 months. All right, so we're gonna say
Yeah.
9 months, cause that's not.
All right.
It have to be specific. So I'm gonna say 9 months. What
9.
share price? What share price is 100% for you?
Hold on. My average price.
You have all your money on this. You don't know it just like that.
I have to check my money JA first. Hold on, man. Hold on.
All right. I mean, are you
61.
$61.
62.
$62 is
Yeah.
okay. So $62 is 100% for you. Wow. And so you think $62 might happen by July next year?
Well, I'm banking on that, and once more of the picture start reveal, my confidence will start growing more. But for right now, that is what my aim is. That is what I'm hoping for, and I'm still averaging down. It's at 27, little bit now. or 26 now.
I mean, that's
So
a hell of a growth target, you know. Say it again, 62
yeah, 62 because my average price right now is like 31.
and change.
Yeah,
So really 64.
basically.
So you expect the share price to go up. You're expecting more than a doubling.
Over 100. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Heavy.
136%
Oh
per
no,
year.
my average price is 30, 55.
Okay,
So I've been averaging though. That's good.
okay. Um, so you're still 30, 55. Yeah, we'll call it 61.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still expecting that sort of growth outside. That sort of, are you really expecting that sort of growth? And you're saying the picture is revealed. So what's the picture you're expecting to see revealed? That's gonna cause people to rush to buy it at $60. Or I'll ask you the
Well,
same
the
question that I
profits.
asked earlier. What would you see that
Mm-hmm.
would make you buy it at $60?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think that more institutional investors might be interested if, well, when the interest rates go back down and the dividends get stronger.
Interest rates going back down?
Yeah,
Oh damn.
because all right. So
Where you hear that? The gov-
when
the
I'm not
governor
saying
says
it's
it ain't
gonna
going
go
down.
down. Hmm?
Then suppose it don't go down for the next 3 years.
You are time it, you
Well,
know. You are time your money, but next year with it. So how come?
well, I mean, if it don't go back down by the time it reach my timeline, I'm coming out
And your timeline
because
is 6 to 9 months.
right.
So what if it don't go down I don't think the interest rates have anything to do with this.
Either.
Okay.
Yeah, very little to do with this, if anything. Um, and I could see a space where the interest rates remaining high is good for SVL because then they can sell their float at a
Mm-hmm.
higher margin.
Interesting. Yeah.
Don't say yeah. Wait.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
know, you
because
don't
the
know, just say.
microfinance, the 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 with the microfinance.
What about the microfinance?
Mm.
So you say interest rates being higher, they're able to sell their margins higher.
Yeah, I'll tell you straight. I don't. The interest rate conversation is a waste of time for the average retail investor. In fact, for
Okay.
99% of retail investors, it's a waste of time. It's something that sounds nice to
Okay.
talk about. It don't really mean nothing to you in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know anybody who buy less cash back because of the interest rates?
Well, no,
There we go.
that's true.
That's of some good on Kalila's show. It don't matter in your portfolio. Not in a real. I know this is blasphemy, by the way. I know I'm supposed to care about interest rates. But the reality is that we don't. We don't care about the interest rates because most of us don't understand it, and those who do don't invest. What I will say is that your SVL picture, you're going to need to be very clear on it because you're looking for some heavy gains. That's why I'm asking you same question, simple question. What could you see that would make you buy SVL for $60?
All right, what would I see?
Yeah, man. You
Hmm.
would say, yo, I'm gonna buy SVL for $6. I'm tempted for buying more.
Okay. Uh Probably I would need to look into how strong Caymanas Park is performing because if based on what I've heard about or seen about Caymanas Park is that it wasn't being managed properly and SVL took it and invested. I think is at 2.5 billion now.
Put a
So
lot of money in there, yeah.
yeah, they put a lot of money in there to make it a bit more efficient. and the return on the investment should start coming back in in the same timeline.
What time?
At least it should start show within the 6 to 9 months. Some of it should start show, as in the strength of Caymanas Park should start. More interest should be able to be shown from the park for people who actually love horse racing, and also.
You haven't checked. You haven't checked.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I mean it's this.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
you need to go out there one of them Saturday, you know.
Well, you can check the financials first, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you don't think that's a easier way.
Just tell me say you want to be putting a horse man down here, man.
Yeah, that'd be an easier way, you know, but what I like to go out there and see the spirit out there, because
I'm not saying
that would determine.
That, you know. I'm not saying that. That's also a strong thing, but
There's a rich man I know that said why choose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying to that first, because what might happen is you might make the mistake that a lot of people make. So like, I go by Carib Cement and the place busy, truck them line off. So Carib Cement doing well. That might be true, but it might also not be true. It might just be busy every day. Or what I thought business is might not actually be what business is. Yeah, so you want to check the numbers first before you check it. The sports betting line under which the horse racing is reported has more than, in the quarter, more than doubled in terms of the segment result. So I'm not saying that that's why I haven't looked into I have not looked into the numbers deeply yet. I think that jumped out to me was that there's another 2.5 billion. I know that I need to look to see where exactly it went, and and I dare not call SVL my dark horse, but I mean, pun intended. It is a bit of a dark horse, but I don't know that we have the same picture. So I want to see the picture that you have. I want to hear the picture that you have for SVL. Like, what is the thing that would make you buy it at $60 per share?
All right, so the mobile gaming license. I want to get what is the right name? Hold on, let me go get the right name. Yeah, whatever the name for the license is, right? That once them start make some money from that, like going into different countries, they're using the license fee. Forget, because I think Gary Payton was talking about something on the Mayberry thing, and he mentioned, I don't remember the correct numbers, but he mentioned the potential of having the license. Once that potential start realized, Caymanas Park, how would it be realized?
Yeah.
Them seeking business from other places. I mean, they're already in South Africa.
Are they still?
Well, to my knowledge, the last time I checked, they were. I'm not sure if they still are, but to my knowledge, last time they were.
Okay, and they turned a lot of. I'll help you out. They've turned a lot of Caymanas around, correct?
Yeah, they made the Caymanas a lot more efficient than before.
Meaning they're managing how the light bill, they're managing the water bill. They have plans for that between and solar. I think the solar system that had a quite interesting dots on it. I thought. That's just one arm of the company. Yes, eventually being other companies, whole different arm. The GM of SVR REL has resigned recently. I found that to be interesting.
I'm going JFS too. Seems to be a move all over the place.
SVREL, man, Lorna Gooden.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about Dennis Strong, who's I think a board member.
Mm-hmm. Also was a head of one of the department. Don't matter. Yes, but it matters where you get me.
Yeah.
He also left. I was hearing seen some other moves. I just can't see the full movie yet, or not publicly the full movie yet. We'll see.
I found that his move interesting. That move interesting because he didn't leave all the boards, which to me I think was indicative of other things, like a dot for where he may be going, or maybe he's going. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure we'll all find out in time. No. Yeah, I think it's indicative of some things. So you point out the Caymanas point. You keep mentioning other countries, but they are in other countries. You mentioned them being in South Africa, and they also have a presence in Guyana. I don't know if I'd say a strong presence, but they have a hell of a presence in a growing, definitely growing presence in Guyana. So that's other countries. What else? Like, what's this picture that you would need to see? What could you see what could you read? What's a tweet you could read, or a document that them put out you could read? What's a headline that would make you run and buy SVL for $60 per share?
The microfinance part of it, they actually was testing. Well, I don't know if they finished, but they were testing giving out loans digitally to their retailers. So they have testing into how they can deploy quick cash. So they would use the microfinance business to do that. If they get up and say, all right, yo, Jamaica, we are giving out ready loans or some loans. You can just go to a SVL place and you can get this, right?
How about if you don't have to go to a SVL place? Suppose you can just get it from your phone.
Even better.
You sure? That would make you run and buy?
Yeah, because I mean, the
for $60, not run and buy it, run and buy it for $60.
For $60, yeah. If I would buy it at that price, if all of the things I'm saying are actually realized, because it would mean the strength of the company is bigger now, right? They have a lot more capital to deploy. So at 60, if I see all of those things like come to fruition, I would buy it.
But a lot of those things, if not all of those things, are at fruition. So you tell me. Meaning, Caymanas is, I don't want to say it's profitable, but I believe it is. I believe if it's not profitable, it's very near it. Turnaround very much has happened. The tote board, they spent a lot of time talking about the tote board and how it's refreshed. I told you about the important things that I was looking at, which is the water, because they spend a lot on water, and the electricity, they spend a lot on electricity there. They handle that through the solar, and I think they have a new well that they've dug. Randy Burgess on YouTube point out that if you go to Caymanas on a regular Saturday, you think they're not making any money. The crowds is not where they make money at the racetrack. # off-track betting, which is true. No, a lot of the money from horse racing is made in the off-track, the shops all over the country, and they've been slowly increasing their stake in that. Buying back a heavy, they have a heavy footprint right across that now. You mentioned the mobile, or something I thought you'd have pointed out.
Even making them own stores.
Even making their own stores. They have that big flagship store by Twin Gates. Here's a nice little dot from the Grower Subscribers Group. I think that's where I saw it. Their app is now 0 rated, which means you don't need to have credit in order to access the app.
Yeah, me see that. Yeah, Mr. That.
You put that onto the fact that the app is zero rated right before World Cup and right before the Premier League.
I was laughing because in my head I thought the Premier League move was, I thought he was going to go there with it, especially with the app and everything there. Yeah, World Cup
So
is a good
the app
time
is
to
the one I
bring.
never connect. I saw the app thing, but I never link it back. Say, oh, it's right before this time.
But all of this
And
while
World Cup is
still.
a good time to get people involved in sports betting generally.
Oh yeah.
And I know on the same stream I get in the World Cup, football fans that watch World Cup heavily, they watch we watch football consistently.
More
And the World Cup will
importantly,
bring them in. If I'm betting there, then I'm gonna definitely be betting on Premier League later.
and more importantly, people who don't bet, people who don't gamble, are willing to gamble on it. A lifetime ago, I did an. Can I say that? What year are we in? You can see regular people being urged to put their money where their mouth is in a World Cup year. You really think Portugal gonna win,
bro?
Mm-hmm. All right,
Imagine something.
Portugal then.
Exactly.
And you do banana credit. It don't matter. The app is zero rated.
Imagine Sunday football with. Imagine EPL with that Sunday football, man.
Forget EPL. World Cup is such a big, massive event that it brings in non-gamblers.
Yeah, man. Cool. I agree, it's further in my point with the thing there. That'll be, I mean, a good mark of that being in the culture is seeing people talk like that open. Cool. You know how football talk go. Yep. So imagine that with money behind it.
Yep.
Imagine Twitter, you're seeing that.
Yep. Yeah. I did a lot of work on something like that a long time ago, and I think it might have been a little too soon. So maybe they can dig it up and reuse. It's smart. Yeah, a lot of regular people are willing to come in now, and I think would be willing to come in now. I think would be willing to bet on whether or not them side win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right up. And even if it's not your side, yet there's so many bets there. There's so much sports betting, but I think it can draw in a lot of people. A lot of people
Certainly.
who do not consider themselves to be gamblers. Like I don't gamble. I'm not gambling. But a lot of people might be like me and they don't gamble, but they don't consider putting $1,000 on Germany to win or Portugal to win or whatever. They don't consider that to be gambling.
Team spirit.
Yeah, and then those people might stay. But is all of that enough for people to rush and buy the shares at $60 per share? That's a big jump,
I think at 60, I think it can reach 60, but what would make it still at 60 is more things coming out in terms of what are they going to do to like keep growing the company.
I just told you a lot of them. You just told me.
Well, those are the things that they are already doing.
So
right,
is that going to send it to 60? You get
it? Exactly. So you say those things coming out. Well, the things coming out they're actually the things. I think all of them will happen one time and then it reach 60 and then what next? That's what you say?
No. It's not going to happen all at once.
How you think it's going to happen? How you think it's going to go to 60?
And how it happens, it actually determines how it going to reach at 60. Because if these things need to happen, and at the perfect timing to reach 60. Perfect timing, what is?
You don't have a time to reach 60. The timing is your part,
Yeah.
I mean, you can reach 60 with all these things in 10 years' time. But you say 60 and you say time. So what's the perfect time for you? And then the perfect time for you don't mean SVL. Gary and team not going to work any harder just because you need it by 6 months.
Yeah.
So will SVL do these things that you think? What things actually need to happen for it to go 60? Everything what we just said now need to happen together to go to 60. Which of those things we actually think could take it to 60? And in the 6 to 9 months, which of them will actually happen? You have to figure those parts out. You can't. You reach a question, you ask themselves a question, and they don't go further. You can't do that. You have to find an answer.
I think it can happen. It's just me not try don't play my timeline either. I mean my timeline might be a little bit sharp,
Or it
but
could be just
timeline is a timeline. Yeah, a timeline is a timeline.
With the timeline, always be the timeline. The goal is the goal.
Yeah.
But then that's about SVL question. The actual SVL question is you have your goal written down, you know exactly what it should be. So what SVL they do for that? If you already own SVL, what do you think will happen? You already tell me. And you tell me some of the things you tell me some of the things you expect to happen. But type back to your timeline now and the movement that you expect to actually happen within your timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's expect 60 by 6 to 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
What will happen in the next 6 to 9 months with SVL? That would cause somebody to say, I'm going to buy it at 60.
Well, we just mentioned the Caymanas stock turnaround. Well,
I don't think that will cause anybody to buy it at 60. That's the truth. I think it'll happen. I think it'll be reported. I mean, it's been happening. It's kind of turned around already. I suspect it's turned around already. And I don't see anybody rushing to buy it for more. In fact, I'm sure it has gotten a lot closer. They've done a lot more. They own more. They're off track now. And what happened to the share price? I mean, between Q2 and Q3, it has fallen all the way from 30 odd down to mid 20s, where it is now. So, I mean, what's really likely to push it there? I think that the things that will excite people are the typical things. I still maintain if they spin off Caymanas, people rush it. If they spin off Caymanas with a if they do their if they do a dividend in specie for Caymanas from SVL, I suspect the share price might touch the 50 or 60 levels. I think if they do I can see maybe something in the microfinance world, but you have to make it very simple for the people to understand it, and then they'll act on it. Otherwise, nah. If it's at the BOJ interest rates level, then we'll pay attention to it the same way we pay attention to the business news, which is we don't. Yeah, I think the biggest chance that I can see for it to go to $60 is the Caymanas spin-off, if a Caymanas spin-off happens. And the second biggest chance, which I think is actually more lucrative, is linked to them doing something more in the microfinance space. I don't know if they'll do it, and I don't think they care to do it. I don't think they give a damn. And also, I've seen a lot of resignations happening. I don't know what's happening there. Which might be a good sign. Who knows?
Indeed.
It could also be a bad sign. Is this your only stock? Are you like 100% in SVL?
No, I'm not 100% in SVL.
Sure. So you're expecting 100% from it, but you're not 100% in it. What else are you in?
I'm in MIL.
Okay. So you are 100% in SVL. what else are you in?
Fast Rich. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
more see. I mean, them say rights issue APO. So,
Which one?
well, they were very um specific in regards to that part of it, and or
Until they needed to ask you to remove your preemptive rights. Then they said and.
yeah.
The outside shareholders have a strong talk. So maybe both. Maybe the rights issue first because I think the retail dumb. So click them with the rights issue first and then APO later on. Which
Well,
might be nice.
once
Any
them
thoughts,
say
Rick?
APO, me gone in
Me too.
because I noticed something the other day, and it would have be a really good play for shorting, right? Um, I saw I
Oh
create,
god.
right? I was looking at I create's queue, right? And when I saw the amount, there's a share every time it hit a certain, I think it's $4. Every time it hit $4, it just keep on refreshing. And that time was the first time I was learning about iceberg, right?
Okay.
And I saw that and I was like, hold on. If this thing keeps on refreshing, right? People are gonna lose interest because news are coming out about this and that, and people, all right, we're gonna buy it up for what name? Rights issue, and it now move. So eventually people go say, you know what, yo, it can't pass $4. So here am I gonna do? I try to get out. And getting out, everybody gonna start get out too. So lower and lower and lower. So at that time, if shorting was in, would I start short that from right at $4, go straight back down probably about $3, $2.50 right there now.
Ooh. Ooh.
So JC needs to forward with that.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're saying is you just shot it at 4 all the way down to the 250 weight. It's at $2 now actually.
Whoa, imagine. Well, I jump out at 250 still, but
All right. I
two
like that
two dollar would even
honesty.
be better.
I like that honesty. You know, I don't think you're being honest, but I like the energy.
No. Why anything? Me be honest. No, like
Because
seriously,
I
let's
think
see
you'd
it.
have gotten to 250 so quickly that you wouldn't have jumped out.
If it goes 250, no, but there's a certain decision people believe because after I realized I still was watching the queue to see if the amount that was actually refreshing um still there or it come out, and I checked it. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna see it no more, but probably I should have been watching it closer to see which day it actually left. So at that time, now would I realize, all right, that would be my marker to jump out on my shorting price.
Okay, I like your thinking. So here's what I think. I would have shorted the hell out of iCreate off. I sold my iCreate most 99% of it a lot earlier at the 3 and 2, I think the $3 level. And I would have shorted it if we had shorting then. And if we're just talking pure shorts, I'm buying it at 4 with the intention of I'm shorting it at 4 with the intention of paying it back at whatever low. I think I would have really doubled down on my shorting the closer we got to the X date for the rights issue, the whatever the secondary issue is that. Well, they said they're doing a rights issue, so I'll use their words, rights issue. I'd have probably done the same thing. But then that mouth make for talk, right? You can say anything you want because I wonder, and this is me wondering about myself, how confident would I have been after the X date passed, the fact that it went back up from 220 all the way up to 298. That means that you're watching this is losses you're looking at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The further up it goes is the closer you get into loss, or the more or the deadly loss is. I remember with shorting, there's no limit to how high it can go.
True.
So I don't know that I don't know that you'd have stuck with it, because I don't know that I would have stuck with it from the record date being September 26th, and then it jumped September 23rd. It jumped from 220 all the way up to 298 September 28th. That's 35% growth on a short. Yeah, that's ball and big thing. That's balling, that's crying, wailing and weeping and gnashing of teeth business. That. Yeah.
That takes some faith to actually stay for seat at which part it then no. Because honestly, me wouldn't stay till if the two no, it'd nice to jump out at two, but I don't think would I have the guts to like watch it go up there. So say alright, I'm gonna wait till it come back at two. No,
me either. Yeah, let me tell you something. I think, I don't know because we don't have it hypothetically. I think that most retail investors in Jamaica are so scared, so fear-filled, that and they're just so scared with regular, typical stock investing. You know how much guts it take for the shorting thing? it take another whirl of belief. People talk about belief in them picks. You have to believe that this thing will go down while you're watching it go up. You can imagine you take a short look. Looking at 20% drop. You're looking at you want to make 20%. You're thinking about a 20 to 50%, 20 to 30% drop, and you watch it revalue 30%. That's a straight loss for you. And there's no, in other words, it's flying, and it's happening very quickly. So it's happening in the space of like a week.
True.
So you could see something on Wednesday. Don't pay attention to it again until next week Wednesday. And next week Wednesday you are looking at negative 500,000.
But you see, the thing is the reason, the why for that stock was very strong, because I could see it with my own two eyes.
The why for other things. See it until money up on the line, brother.
Straight up.
Very easy.
No, but if I had money, I would have put it there same time. But
the different, trust me, the different task when the money up on the line.
Well,
trust me. Yeah, man, the shot. I'd love to have the shot into. And Dr. Street Forest promised us it this year. I still suspect that might change to early next year, but maybe not. Maybe we'll get it this year like she promised. Who knows? You know, see me have bleach for IPO. Bleach, I pray for somebody to have an IPO, so the interest can run. And the funny thing is, it would have been a good lesson, because if I had jumped, if in this hypothetical world, if I had jumped in, if I'd done the shot at the 220 and watched it revalue all the way to the 298, that's September 28th. In fact, on that date, I'm watching it trade as high as $3. If I jumped out then, I would have missed it falling from $3 all the way back down to $2. In fact, the real move then would be to believe in it and throw more money in there at $3. Doubling at $3, and when it down to $2, that's a 50% drop. But it's a 50% drop now looking backwards. It's another thing when you're looking ahead.
Just the inverse of what people talk about, buying the dip and also averaging down.
Yeah, man. Them things that easy for say. Easy for talk about, but how many people actually do it? You know, I know how many people do it, because you've heard even just the guy that we were talking to earlier. Him saying believe in 165% coming from everything fresh. You buying more? No. That is buying the dip, you know. If you really believe in buying the dip, that's a dip. It's like if you really believe that SVL is going to go to $60. SVL, unlike other stocks, has a dividend. Like that dividend is consistent. It's like the personal syntax. You're getting that money every quarter, no matter what. So you must have maybe a 1-2% coming to you. If you're willing to hold it, or if you're willing to go that heavy, every time you see it drop it, you average down. you can tell how few people actually believe in what they're saying because of how few people actually average down on their own picks. Very, 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 very few people do that.
Well, for me, what I actually want to do, I have been probably two things, and that's why I'm saying, all right, yo, I really time to go link. Then I know. I'm trying to candidate into probably 3 stocks, right? 'Cause I think I have some really good picks, right? Is either that or I continuously put more money on the picks I currently have. But I really want the money to be concentrated in a way when the growth start. I can smile at the numbers.
I get you. And so wait, were you in anything else? You mentioned SVL, you mentioned Fosrich, you mentioned MIL. You're probably down on MIL, down on SVL. So what else?
I'm in dollar.
Okay.
Remember the from the last time we speak about dollar, yes, but I didn't make a money off of access to.
Okay.
so yeah, I don't have access no more now.
Teach John Jackson how.
So that I actually start looking at NCB.
Okay.
We start looking at NCB.
But you don't put any money in it. In terms of money, all you have money in is
You can't look at all, you know.
No. Anything me talk about, I put my money in already.
So you put
so
on
what's your
NCB
money
already.
in now?
Hmm?
Your money now is in SVL, Fosrich, dollar,
NCB.
NCB. What else?
Tropical.
5 stock him gone.
Yeah, I think I spread myself a bit wide, but I think they're good picks, but I have to just condition myself to say, all right, yo, I have to just see that, and even when it arises, I have to just say, all right, yeah, I know that did not happen, but I have to put the focus over here, so.
That's 100% true. That's a real thing. Ask Danai how that go.
And that's why I'm sending you my link. Because I really think these are good picks, right? But I really want when the growth in whatever I choose to stay in, I can smile at the numbers and say, all
What's
right.
the goal again? What's the goal? What's the actual smiling number?
Well, the smiling number. When I come see it, then I'm tell you because it kind of very bold.
Percentage.
Yeah.
Percentage 200.
By when?
In a year.
All right. So you're a striker. And you want 3 stocks.
Yeah.
All right.
3.
Cool.
Yeah.
Supposed to tell you one.
Huh?
Supposed to tell you one.
No, man, my pay money already see me still in it, so you know,
No,
tell it just.
me know that.
Okay.
But
all right. I mean,
end of the day, supposed to tell you one. That was a very, very aggressive goal. So you have to be aggressive with it.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say it earlier. You decide how much stock you're supposed to have. Why? Why 3?
Why 3?
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 would lessen me. I look for the other stock them a grow, right? And I say, yo, Judge, I know I could have in that still.
Talk.
Huh?
That's not a 200% in a year talk.
It's not
200% in a year is I see the next stock going, and so it go.
Mm-hmm.
Or
okay.
It's part of the plan.
Oh, a part of the plan.
They know it will go up. I'm fine being out of it, or maybe I'm fine being out of this piece that will go up. Depends. But everything, if you're doing 200% a year, you have to dip on it wickedly.
Okay.
Yeah. That's heavy still. But we'll see. We'll talk. Let's make sure you're
Definitely.
ready. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm not doing nothing to my portfolio right now. Yeah,
I'm
we
not
just
that
make it
guy.
stay.
I don't know what I want, but I encourage that. Yeah, man. Make sure you pre in the market, knowing what's going on, especially about 200% a year, because things can change. And you have to be able to you have to be very flexible there on the market with that.
Okay.
You want to know why you're in something, and if that thing change or anything that can affect that, and you have to be looking out for it.
Okay.
Everybody can do the strike. Everybody can want a strike. I can tell you, I don't mean most strikers.
Mm.
So
And
yeah, I think you can do it. It's just you have to let go of certain things. You have to do a lot more.
and that's why the focus is necessary because we have a lot less to pay attention to since you said
There
that.
is that also,
Yeah. But you kind of have to pay attention to other things anyway.
Yeah.
As a 200%.
All right, in a year from now, or what? Well, no, a year from the time I'm see you. I don't know. Me I will come. I let you know what's going on.
All right,
cool,
DJ.
All right, blessings.
Yeah, man.
All right, boss. Bless up.
Cool.
Damn, Danai. Everybody has strike this week, but everybody
me?
wants strike, but the reality sound heavy.
Striking not easy, and
That's it. It easy, except when it's not. I know the funny thing is, I mean, exactly what I said, I really mean. In the case of SVL, if that Caymanas spin-off happens, almost certainly will fly. If it happens in the way that
in the right, yeah.
So,
I know exactly what you mean, but yeah, I say I know why I have to explain it too.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's allowed to that anymore. Nobody has done it in a while. I almost have to wonder if FSC wouldn't allow it. The idea these days seems to be.
That's it.
Yeah. If I haven't sold my SVL yet, but who knows? If I find the right stock, I might.
Same. I mean, that's always the case. I think that's the culture shock. Investing culture shock. Boy, the thing, again, they go somewhere else until trust me, telling people that it's a freezing moment, man. Say last week. The thing you're talking about now is a big deal. I go sell it to go somewhere else. Why? You not gonna do what?
Yeah. It's the thinking that you can make a lot of money doing that, or you're not supposed to do that. People kind of get told that they shouldn't do that, and we also get fed that idea, that lie of it will make it sound like it's like you have to love and loyal. We deal with it like, say, is it English Premier League team, your EPL team,
or that.
Yeah, man. You come in and you should never ever think about coming out.
Yeah, win, lose, draw. You did it.
Treat it more like your World Cup team. Like I said, be the hot girl in the office. If Germany,
boy, mine, I think they know. Mine, we just find out that Arsenal fans investing.
All right. And what?
No, the tendency.
Anybody who's an Arsenal fan who invests is probably a good investor because them know how to stick with something through the tough times.
But them stick, but them can't go.
Definitely don't treat the portfolio like an Arsenal fan. Here, you need to. If it's not working out for you, cut.
Wagonist.
Yeah, man, cut. Be a wagonist. Be a heavy
wagonist. Again. You're saying that thing. Him again. You're one of them Monday when think they win with it. Hit him again. The relegation team will come out of relegation and clap up the place. And people
were years ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Leicester City.
Leicester, yeah, man. The die-hard Leicester fans that appeared in Jamaica. On my side, inside, yeah, man. Oh no.
Smithy, who same is a Chelsea fan.
Say no about no Chelsea. You just know Chelsea win.
Well, even when Chelsea was winning, but then reality backs him. Anyway, I think that idea is something that we need to understand, especially in our market, especially as our market get more all ideas I've been saying from evening, including from when Tav was talking earlier, because the wagonist behavior does happen when an IPO happens, and so you do get that bit of a dip. I don't know how much more the dip will be, but I think we'll get one more chance for the year done to see it, to test it. I think based on the wording of the separate thing, they said that they seem to be saying very clearly that they're coming to market with that company they bought. Ace Bryden.
Yeah. Oh, you're asking the name.
I couldn't remember the name of the company. Ace Bryden. They seem to be saying that they're coming to market with it before the end of the year. And we're at the end of October now, so that really gives us 2 months, right? And the way they talk about it is almost like them expect it to list before the end of the year too.
Yeah, man. Know that them say? Yeah.
What do you think them did mean?
I don't want to say it to them. That's the truth, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say it for we say it, but you say it.
I don't know what you say. You have to tell me what you actually mean. Or we will ask Jermaine, who just joined a while ago. Jermaine, what's up?
Jermaine, what's good, boss?
Jermaine, I'm my fingers crossed that you're not just a troll. You're actually a Jamaican who care about the stock market.
Yeah, follow me, that's a good, you know.
Maybe you don't know his name is Jermaine. Treasure Alien. Treasure Alien, you can hear us?
Seem like he's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Based on his tweets.
His tweets seem Jamaican. Jermaine, you can hear us? Jermaine, if you're talking, you have to unmute. Or not. All right.
Jeremy, if you when you can't talk, just talk, because now you're here. Cool?
Yes,
we just
please.
reach out and just connect up the conversation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's Bryden, the way they spoke about it being coming to market before the end of the year. And before the end of the year sounds like...
Yeah, greetings. I just unmute. So, yeah, Mr. Rowe, Mr. Hart. I just want to just chime in about
SVL. Yeah, what's up about it?
Yeah, I was checking out a recent video by interview with Christopher Berry. Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw it. It was tweeted by Mark. You know,
I have not seen it yet, but I did get a link. I just haven't had the time to watch it yet.
Yeah, I'm very inspired. Like yourself, you know, Berry, because he came on your thing in the air. But I want to talk about SVL and Guyana connection.
The Guyana connection. Did he mention that in it?
No.
So if he mention it, that might be a hint.
Well, I want to talk about that. So you look at the video. Yeah. So the Guyana connection. Yeah, we have to, look at that. Guyana, like the French connection. So if they get a license there, a lot of disposable income. It will be a really good move. When that is approved. I hope that it can be a bounce again in the news. For me personally, I haven't sold. I get a little shaky when we see it go down to 27, but I know that just hold firm, my people. I think just hold firm.
What do you
So
mean?
that is just me.
What do you mean? It might go low.
It can.
Yeah, so people have to hold for it. If it go low, just go lower. You need to think if you really believe in what you're saying. If it go lower, it means to be buying more. What would make you? What price are you expecting it to go to? What price would you sell at?
Okay, my selling price is 35.
35. All right. And when you expect it to go to 35?
I don't know, but I am hoping that 35 will come before. Well, if I don't see any better opportunity, so I can't say just yet. I don't see a better opportunity in the main market, so why move unless I'm going to move into dollar? So that's
I
my
think they soon
projection.
announced that acquisition. Although it might be
Yes,
later than people
so,
think, but
so my people get in before the announcement. But
a lot
all
of
I'm
people
saying is,
already in. It's what I try to turn this in on Moses. Hold on. You made a good point about the main market. I don't want to drop it yet. You don't see a better option on the main market than SVL?
I'm sure they are, but I don't see it yet.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, it's a good real question. What else have you looked at?
Well, on the main market,
Yeah.
well, SVL, Cygnus. It would be really ridiculous
Cygnus.
if I don't look at Cygnus.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
ridiculous. It'd be ridiculous to. It wouldn't be ridiculous, but I mean, looking at it is fine.
Look at it often.
Yeah, I look at it
All
all the
right.
time too.
Yeah, you have to look at it. Come on now, Dana. You have to look at Cygnus, no matter what.
Why Cygnus? Well, no. What you're saying is different from what I'm saying. Why specifically Cygnus? Why should I definitely be looking at Cygnus?
Because the price is at the buying price. That's why.
What that mean?
What do
Every
you mean? What
price is
that
a
mean
buying
now?
price.
So me advise a client and I'm gonna say, yo, what's good with this? Why are you buying this stock? And they will say, it's because I'm buying price. That's not good enough. What exactly is that? What's a buying price?
Okay, so a buying price is a stock, Cygnus, for example, that is not a bad company, but going through a bad time. It's like a sick horse, right?
Cygnus
You
not
don't
going
always
through no bad time.
Yes, it is. Then why the
It is.
price is moving? Yes,
No, it's not. They
because
just bought that Puerto Rican company. Their profits are still there. I mean, they're still profitable. They just wrapped the year. Yes, the year's profit is down 3.8 million US versus 5 million US, but 3.8 million US is massive in comparison to where they were a year ago or a year before that and the year before that. And bear in mind, to them kind of just start out them thing. They're not going through a bad time.
in
They're going through a
in
great
in
time.
in in our market, where sentiments is one of the main factor that move the market.
In every
Our
It's
market.
market,
In
every
every
market.
market.
no in every
Yes.
market. Why isn't Cygnus moving even at $19? Why?
Because why would you buy it at $19?
No, answer my question that I asked you
I
first.
just answered it.
It was
Would you buy
answered.
it at $19?
I am buying it now with the hope of selling it at $19.
So would
And
you buy
yes,
$19? That science is your answer as to why it's not at $19.
Somebody has to buy it.
I
That's
wouldn't
all
mind if
it is.
them. I wouldn't mind if them announce an APO next year too.
no,
You
the,
want
the, the
In the short, in already.
sentiment, I believe that it's a buying price. No. So
every price is a
19.
buying price, because that's the
Price.
price that you can buy it
That's a
at.
buy that.
I know what you're saying, but I am making the point of the value of the company. It is, to me, it is undervalued currently, so that's why it is a good thing, and that's what I'm looking at as well as SVL.
Ooh. I mean, I agree. I would put much more money in SVL and Cygnus. In fact, I have put much
Agreed.
more money in SVL and I put millions in SVL.
And I agree with that, and
I
I'm not
wouldn't put
disagreeing.
I
But
wouldn't put a
Cygnus
dime in
is
Cygnus. No.
Cygnus. I'm not defending Cygnus in terms of the but the fundamentals and how much money I'm gonna make. The sentiment is bad right now, and the little
How?
profit that I'm gonna make, the little profit is not enough to pull the attention to Cygnus, which is what the market push and bring the price up. That's the bad thing right now with Cygnus. I
What's the
guess
bad
maybe they're
thing?
not flashy.
The,
They're not
the,
flashy,
they're very flashy. What do you mean?
right? How so?
Cygnus the Neb, Cygnus with a real estate fund, Cygnus that own half um um the contented piece, the controversial piece of St. Catherine.
hmm
That's
So why
Cygnus.
isn't so why is the price so low
Why?
compared to the volume?
Because we already answered that. Because
Because
somebody
you
is
aren't
buying
willing
it
to buy it
higher.
at 19.
Okay,
If I'm fine buying it at 19 now, then I'm definitely fine buying it at 13 when I get it.
okay,
So
all
as
right,
long as I can still get it for 13, then why would I buy it at 19?
all right. No one
The
not
real
buy
test
it at
is
19.
hmm?
So I get you. So no one not buy it at 19. So
Yes.
let's get back to the SVL point. So I'm hoping that the Guyana connection and they
All
get the
right.
license
What are
with the
you hoping
disposable
about with
income.
if you heard that they got the thing for Ghana that you expected, how much money would you be willing to buy SVL at? It's
I'm
currently at
already, I,
27.03.
I will be buying more of SVL. I'm telling you, I'm selling it at 35. So I am already have more than half of my portfolio in SVL.
So how much more would you put into SVL if you heard that they were about to get licensed in Ghana?
Well, if I have more disposable income, I would put,
Well, you do have more
I won't
disposable
say not
income.
all, not all. I would put majority of my funds in it, but not all.
You'd sell your Cygnus shares and put it in SVL if you heard that they had a license in Ghana.
I probably could
Would,
if I'm
not
certain
could.
of, if I'm certain. I'm not certain of the future, but I will want to put as much as I can in SVL if I
If
know
I
that
could,
outcome will be no.
if
If I know that the outcome will be certain, yes.
all right, if I could guarantee you, if I tell you say I have a link in Ghana and the link work in government and the link tell me say yo SVL getting that license, would you then put that money in?
Well, if you Randy Rose said that,
No, Randy Rowe link.
Randy Rose link, I probably would do that.
All right, suppose I tell you that SVL has been licensed in Ghana for more than a year now, more than 2 years.
Well, that will be news to me, and I will recheck it and then consider putting more money in it.
You know what it would tell me? It would
Mhm.
tell me not only that you haven't done grow up, but that you've never actually checked SVL's financials.
Yeah, that's what it said.
I know because SVL is licensed in Ghana, and you said
To do
that.
what?
Well, what do you expect them to be? You see how they license in Jamaica? Them license the same way in Ghana.
Okay. I thought that they were licensed, but not licensed to do a certain game like how we do it in Jamaica. But I will
Like
go
what?
with you.
No, don't go with me. I could be wrong. I
No,
get
I'll
things
go
wrong
with
all the
you. No,
time.
man, I'll go with you. I yield to the superior knowledge.
You mad?
I am going to.
The superior
I'm
knowledge
going
is
to.
telling you don't go with me. I get things wrong all the time. If you get it wrong, it's your portfolio. My portfolio only make money.
My
So
knowledge
don't
was
go with
that
me.
the license wasn't as the way you have the full out gaming. That is how I thought it. The license. So maybe I need to recheck.
I don't know. You probably should
Okay.
check. I know that they
Yeah.
pay BGLC in Jamaica, right? Betting gaming and
Mm-hmm.
lottery. They pay the Guyana gaming lotteries commission also. But I don't know the
Okay.
terms of the license, not off the top of my head. No, I could be
But
wrong. You
well,
should check
at the
it.
same thing, me I said too. Me not know them. I don't know. You said that they have license 1 year now,
More,
correct?
no, not 1 year, more than a year.
All right, and I said, well, I didn't know that. I guess I will go with your knowledge, but I am not sure if that license covers all of the gaming and things like we do it in Jamaica. So that definitely I will do my research.
But when you do your research and you find out that it does, how much more of your portfolio you throw it into it?
Well, you still, as I said, I want to put most of it, but then again, I have to be certain, don't it?
I
And
mean, I
nobody know
don't
the
know.
future.
I don't know. I don't know. I invest differently. You should come grow and you'll hear how I invest and you'll see how certain you have to be.
Yeah. Then yeah. I will, think about it, but definitely then have something in process with him. But I
That's a
give
good.
thanks
That's
for
a
the
good
reason.
move too. Cause my thing only
And you
teach
get
you
a
how to do it. Then
you
I
get a
the one.
discount liquid around this thing there. So
Yeah,
I can give you a discount code as a client. So
Sure, give
that's true.
thanks.
even then.
But yo, I would say that the deny link make more sense if you don't plan to do the work because once you pay
Fox.
him have to do it.
Well,
Give me all the
My
I'm
stress.
my way I only teach you how to do it, but you still have to actually go do the thing. I mean it work if you do it. It work and it work well. But if you can't bother do it at all, pay the night.
Secret weapon double them up.
give thanks. I will link with that. I have been doing some research, but everyone level of information is different. So I will just, as I said, yield to your superior knowledge and link with Danai about, strategy going forward. So give thanks for your reasoning.
No problem. I like that idea though. But you tell me something. You say you own SVL. You say you of course you have to look on Cygnus. What else you have?
I have dollar. I have dollar and spur tree.
Okay. Which one you like more? Wait, you have more than those
Yeah,
those two being
I have two.
no, yeah, I mean stocks. No matter which account you have it in. Which stocks. It's a spur $3. What else?
Yeah,
Both of
but
those
why
you own since
I said that?
IPO, right?
Why I said that, Mr. Rowe, is to establish that I do trade and I invest. But I'm saying I
What's the
have a
difference?
few. Well, one I take more caution with one, and one, the fund.
So, all right, I was just asking which one you call a reckless one, trading or
Trading or
investing.
investing.
Mm, I would say trading, just for argument's sake. But I don't want to dwell on that so much. You asked me a question, and I'm answering it. I have sterling as well, which is another one that I like.
That's crazy to me because you put sterling in the same class as Sibon.
So I also have spare tree.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it basically. Oh, and I have a one that I Knoxford, good little boy. I have Knoxford.
You have a whole heap of stocks, man.
No. I don't think so. It's just
They have enough, man.
That's what, 8 or 9 so far?
no. Come on, man. Do better than
Yeah.
that.
SVL,
Mm-hmm.
Cygnus, Dollar, Spur Tree,
Sibanis.
Sterling, Siboney. What's the thing you just said?
Knoxford, that's not 9.
Knutsford, that's
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
What else you have?
Yeah. I don't know what else. That's all I have.
Okay, so 7. That's a lot. What do you mean?
Yeah, but put things in context, sir. I told you that I have two accounts and you don't fully understand the amount and the thought that go behind each. So that is just my own personal strategy.
Oh,
It's just like you have
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
7. I'm gonna collapse. I'm collapsing something, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Might take the profit from Knoxford, but I'm waiting to see how far that can go. So I might put that on SVL.
All right. That might not be a bad idea. SVL, you've heard a lot of my thoughts around SVL. And if you link it, then I'm sure he can help you with other
Yeah,
things.
so maybe when I talk to him and him show me something more strategic, more tactical that I say yes makes sense, then I can maybe collapse 2, 3 and put my SVL or whatever he
no, it all
suggests.
depends on the goal.
Yeah, the goal, it all depends on the goal. But the goal is really simple. Just to make money as quickly as you can.
Right, so like you don't want me reach a session and say Cygnus. You say I have to be looking at Cygnus.
You gotta.
God, if we reach a session and those are signals, then we go wrong there, so don't it?
No, but the fact that you bring up back signals tell me that it's something that you should look at.
No, it doesn't. That one about sales, we rate it. That one bad. Are you bring up back signals to my boss? That one about sales. I got to it.
But big up the signals, guys. They are building a hell of a business.
Arsenal, man.
Yeah. Yeah. A big up Massive for that. As a part of the business. What do you think about the business?
All right, that's good. I think they're definitely in the right space to do something like that. Do it well. It's just I don't know. I don't think it's going to be much of a big. I don't think the impact is to be crazy. Like they're going to do well, but compared to the rest of the business, I think the real money is in the things they're already doing elsewhere.
You think so? I think it might do well. I think it might do well and be impactful.
To what degree?
That's a good way. That's a good question. All right.
They're gonna make good money for it. I mean, within itself, I think they're gonna make good money. But how you see it against everything else that I do? What kind of impact we're really?
It's just the same. So it's just pawns. That's all it is. It's just pawning stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, but in a nice uptown way. But it's still pawn.
Why is a pawn?
Cause that's what a pawn shop do. Like you can go to a pawn shop with your wedding ring, your nice watch, and take a loan, and they'll secure the loan against your watch.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So it's the same thing. It's just if you call it ultra, you'll. What do you mean?
Will it be?
Why not? Of course, if you don't pay it, then they must have the collateral if you don't pay your loan.
I mean, like 30 days, like actual 30 days.
Whatever the terms are. I mean, I don't know if dollar is gonna.
You're actually very right. I don't know why I'm holding out on that line. Yeah, it's the same thing. The terms are the terms, right? No matter. Yeah. The loan is a loan.
But I like that though. Might even run on. Find a little one watch or a Porsche. Buy a Porsche. I like business. I think though that it could. When I say it can be a contributor, I mean I think it can be like all right.
I think any money go there will do well.
Yes, and it's relatively safe.
It's more. I think definitely. And at the end of the day, it's thing there. It's just more things to loan into.
Yeah.
And then getting a chunk of money. So I think they're fine. I think good. But in terms of, I don't think it falls outside of my expectations of what they. I mean, in terms of, as the business is now, it's not falling outside of the expectation that okay, this now adds that much more money to the thing there.
I think it can though. All right, watch me. If them lend out 250 million at 15% over the quarter, that's 250 million at 15%. That's 37 and a half.
But they've been doing that anyway.
Yeah, but not to the people with Porsches, not to the people with watches. Like I don't have any dollar loan.
Okay, so
yeah,
my network friend, I say yo.
No, that's not what I mean.
One time we can find a dollar loan. I know it.
You're right. It just means I have some old jewelry put on them and say, yo, if I can get them here valued, they will lend me something against it. Assuming that the terms are good, I do it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one because I see people being excited about it.
Oh yeah, it's facts.
And I see the people I see excited about are the people who would not take a payday loan. So they don't exist in terms of dollars universe.
So it's the same thing I said. Yes, so new market.
But I'm saying that it might be a strong enough contributor. If they bring in 200, if they lend 250 million new money to people that weren't their customer base before, plus them current customer base, 250 million of new money, and they make 15% on it for the quarter, that is more than half what the current net profit is. So it might be actually properly impactful.
I see it. Okay.
Yes, I'm saying it might actually be properly impactful.
Oh, so you're thinking they make more money on this than elsewhere?
Maybe, or maybe they just have it's a new. It's like SVL and the sports betting or the online the mobile gaming. Those people that they might target with it are new. It's a completely new class of customers, and I think and I think those customers will pay. And at 15% on the quarter, anything 250, like I say, is half of it. 70 million on the quarter was a record quarter for them, I believe. And 70 million. 70 million. All right, so if they lend out 500 million, if they lend out 500 million at 15% on the quarter.
On the quarter. Yeah, man, that's strong.
That's the 70 million again in profit. And if they lend out 500 million on the quarter plus their regular run, that might be a whole 100% increase in their profits from the current market. Yeah. So all I was saying was that I think it might actually be impactful for the company.
Yes.
I can see it being impactful. And
the way I see it, so how I see it was that they've already the money already them they know. So this is just a new avenue for them to put the money into.
New avenue with a
that is more lucrative than the old.
Yes, so possibly. So like I don't know what the typical dollar loan is like, but I don't think the typical dollar loan is like a 20 or 30 million. But in this case,
it's not. Oh yeah, man. So I get what you mean there.
So you also have a lower customer base in terms of the ultra. Yeah, lower customer base, but you're making greater profits off them, or even the same level of profit, but with a lower customer base and not
everything
much
secured.
Risk.
So not much risk really. And the fact that the lower customer base, that's a different type of cutting of risk.
Yes.
That's funny. Diversifying versus concentration. In this case, concentration is working as a risk management strategy. That's funny.
Exactly.
You never know if you read the book, right? Oh no.
No, if you read the book, I know it mean. Of course you'd know, but don't write that on your exam.
A different book you reading around it, you never know.
I can't read. Classes are fake. But yeah, I like it. I actually think it might be impactful. I look forward to seeing how it's rolled out. And I see they're skirting around certain things, but I suspect the things they're skirting around they're gonna do. I think they're skirting around saying certain things, but I think they have maybe we have a dollar short. Somebody talk about dollar another time, and we can get into it. But I think that 40% is indicative of more to come, and I think they will get a lot more. I think they'll get a lot more. I think the business itself is gonna benefit from it. Now, will the share price move in the way everybody wants to move? I don't know, boy. But I think people are gonna be very ecstatic. I should say people are gonna be very ecstatic. I think the business is going to benefit well.
I agree.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do anything else interesting if they go online with it. If they actually make it online, it must sell. But I don't know if they have what it takes to do that.
I think you'd sell anyway.
I don't know.
I think it actually sell anyway.
Would you sign up for it if you had to go in?
Possibly not. Depend. I don't talk about me alone. I know a good amount of the market. will be fine there, especially the personal touch. And I think they already have a strong network and connect for a good amount of that.
That's true. That's true. You can't. They can.
To me, the money done in already.
That's true. I mean, 250 million, 10, 25
That
million
done.
loan. That right?
Yeah.
And you can send one person, and their job is to drive around to the 10, 25 million people. That's I could.
You don't have to catch it online high network guys like Randy at the start. I mean, I think generally they already have a good market for the money for the money they have there. And yeah, I mean, it makes sense for me that yes, they go there online everything, but I really want them to do actually just go online. But I don't think they have to do it to start.
Whoever does it wins, though. But it'll probably be SVL.
Them online from Joe.
That's true. That's
good
true.
move.
Yeah. Still a popular stock. No longer the number one. Dollar is now the second most popular stock on the market up to today. Meaning, in terms of volume, well, actually, in terms of trades, it's the second. Number one is Fesco.
You said not anymore. Did all surpass Fesco?
I want to say that I don't remember, but I want to say that it did at some point. No, earlier in the year it wasn't like the most popular.
No man, Fesco did that. Fesco been going for a while. I don't think you asked me. They usually ask me, and I guess it's usually Fesco. It's always been Fesco. But thing that I don't think you asked since dollar for more.
So it's still okay. So it's still dollar. It's still Fesco, and dollar is second, and third is Spurtree. Dollar is second with 16,439 trades. Spurtree is third with 16,019 trades. That is
Spurtree is the start of this year. Dollar is halfway through. That's crazy.
Spurtree, literally, Spurtree have 6 on dollar.
And that will up, I'm not like that will up, man. People like it.
People love it.
Talk about dollar.
Yeah. Trans Jamaica, I find
funny,
but I don't know. I guess a lot of people got into it when it listed, and a lot of people are still in it probably. And then maybe this is the year that the people came out. And I had a little bit of hype with that NROC thing. I hear people talk about the NROC, the buyout of their own thing, as if it's done already. In fact, actually, I think at a grow, somebody was talking to me as if it was done already. Them probably to do an APO too. They love the APO. So, you know how that circle loves the APO. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do an APO to pay for it. But I don't think it's done. But I'm just surprised that Trans Jamaica is so high. But then that might be a reflection of
high. What's price now?
High in terms of
the number of trades.
Yeah.
But to me,
I wouldn't have guessed Trans Jamaica there, but that is indicative to me of something. All right, the fifth one, like all the others don't seem out of place.
Yeah,
Trans Jamaica, Dollar, Spurtree, then Trans Jamaica, then Fosrich. Like, I'm not surprised by Fosrich. Then GK, then JMB, then Wigton, then CPJ.
Where do you think most of the trading on trans? That's interesting for you. Because high trades every day for you.
You get me? I often wonder if it's if there isn't an automated element to it.
What do you mean?
I often wonder if a lot of it isn't I'm saying an automated element, not meaning like.
I mean an actual, meaning like, okay, there's something that triggers and this happens.
Something triggered, and so it happens because this thing is triggered, and the trigger happens from time to time, and also how it moves is in the manner of, meaning I'm still saying, I wonder, Like if the trades themselves aren't in the manner of automation. So when when the trigger point passes, is not one trade, it's 50, or it's buy. There's also that. There might be buy. So you buy everything at a certain level, above or below a certain level, and this queue is always full. 150.
Every day. That's a good amount of buying.
Yeah.
Like usually, it's like people been tired of this, bro. But it's also need to go there in droves. Say, I'm going to buy like this every day. That's so crazy.
I don't see. I feel like there's an automated or a fund element at play here.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
But then, what's the play? What's
For
their
them?
play? Yeah.
If you have enough money, this thing, in terms of its dividend, represents a strong opportunity for some cash flow.
Okay.
You move your pensions in.
It's IRR.
Yeah. Yeah. I will your pensions. Looking like that bump before, right before, and then drop after, right before also the dividend record date.
Yeah, look on it before the dividend announcement even. That movement starts before it.
By the consideration of September 22nd, and then immediately the trades.
Okay, I'm wrong. So it come out end of the day September 22nd, and it bump up the next. Okay, so it move up the next day. All right, so I'm wrong there.
No, you're not wrong. The announcement come out the 22nd. The consideration come out the 22nd, and immediately the trades jump the next day. Yeah, because them couldn't do it the same day.
Yes, I said, yeah. I was saying it happened before the consideration, but I'm wrong.
Oh, I thought you just meant before the record and the everything else. And it's drop at least record date. Record date the 14th, which was a Friday. Trades drop. Kind of drop the.
And you're right, like think of, if you do all this over this much days with the dividend in mind. So imagine that. I hold it throughout here, so I'm continuously buying at the low over and over. When the dividend talk come around, it goes up, then I start peeling over into the fund that can actually eat it, because when them actually start selling back, the dividend will work out for them anyway.
So that would be you eating up a lot of the actual market orders, actual orders on the market, and then that play to the fund would be a bigger single play.
And this makes a lot of sense over this time, because it keeps the stock leveled. It doesn't kill it. It keeps it from dying, if that's the case.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I'm
a hell of a storm to fight, but if you can really make a strong. But at that level, it's good money.
Only a few entities have that kind of money and willing to do that. And the one I think doing it, I don't think they've not, in my view, shown themselves willing to do it. So this to me looks almost like a change, almost like.
But then it's been going on. It's been going on.
Yeah, that rise and fall for the dividend is very interesting to me. If you have a lot of money, this thing actually provides swing opportunities,
Yeah, I say to a lot of clients actually. Say, Trans-Jamaica can do some good things with good money.
But you have to have heavy money.
Heavy. Yeah. Yep, or that.
Or be patient here, and you can't miss. And look
So
at
they
that
miss
move.
heavy at this too, you know. If it missing, bro.
Yeah, you're stuck. 134 to 147, for example. 9% after fees. Let's say about 3%, unless you don't have to pay fees.
Well, you pay fees, man.
Not everybody have to pay fees, and everybody have to pay the same level of fees.
That's the question. I think you pay fees this time because it make no sense because
Yeah, but yeah, you can still, that's at 10% if you do it right.
10%. And why it's interesting too? Because the thing I'm talking about now, they could do it a different way and be easy, but they don't have. But then it doesn't give them the buoyancy. And the only play there will be okay. A GHL, we keep buying this thing down into the ground, and the dividend get nicer and nicer, sure, but that price.
I think there's a more public. The public is more. I believe the public is more involved in the Trans Jamaica thing than GHL. So GHL would just be.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, it would just be them playing. In fact, let me actually look to see.
In fact, that's interesting. Jesus, that's so crazy. That's so good. The fact that the thing there, it's just completely different angles. GHL, I don't have to do that. I already have it. There's no buy. In fact, boy, that's so good.
No, sometimes
Outside of the funds, and the fund don't really have that much. They don't have Trans Jamaica enough. No, they don't have to,
yeah,
that's
the
funny.
title Trans Jamaica.
Yeah. Be profitable.
Yeah, GHL I think is pretty much. This was done so poorly.
You get what they want out of it, as far as I see.
Do you think so? I don't think so.
Must be, right?
I don't think so. I think it's
Because
just done
then
poorly up front.
I agree, you know, but why leave it after that? Hey, you must be you might also look at it as okay. I guess you must have some level of okay. This is what is gone, right?
I feel like I don't think the level of actual investing knowledge was displayed here. I don't think the people gonna hurt if you say that. People will be hurt if I say that. So I don't think it was done very well, and I don't know that anything was actually done outside of the listing of the thing. Yeah, which has some internal use. So yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but what do I know? I can't run a fund. Well, I don't run a fund, depending on who you ask.
Like that. Hey, yeah. Okay, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, depending on who you ask. Trans Jamaica is a different case though, and it is a popular stock as a lot of people have it, and a lot of people. This is very interesting to me. If I was a richer man, I would play around 10% within the quarter. Q1, same 139, 154. Yeah, same kind of move. Q1, that's Q2. Q1, 126, 127, 129, 176. Huh. It actually, the funds should be doing a whole lot better. The funds in Jamaica should be doing a whole lot better, I think. How much of an opportunity it afforded every outside of what was this Q2 last year? Anyway,
I mean, it depends what you're doing at that time, too.
it's true.
No things.
It's true, but you'd have to spend heavily. You have to spend. No, well, maybe they did.
Money, you know.
Yeah, and if you anybody, I've never looked at it like this before.
What are you thinking?
It provide a 10% every single quarter. You just have to be precise, and you can't miss. As you see it, you have a cut.
Oh yes, I had a conversation. Well, not around this every quarter. Just they actually more than one. Just one was actually working. Oh yeah, man. As you see it.
Yeah, you cannot, or you can't. You have to use the alerts. You probably
So
have to
that's the interesting. So what the next piece of it you brought to me here was the. It told me yes. I don't call it automation. I figure yeah something going on. But I just thought this is interesting. This is interesting.
Yeah, it actually is interesting. Yeah, every quarter, every quarter guaranteed. So far.
That's it. This doesn't get funny, I think.
I wish we weren't on stream so I could talk properly. It is very
A and B all over again, but it's not controversial, I guess.
Yeah, people
only to us.
Yeah. Don't rush and say when we go buy Transmaker cards Randy, and then I think it's interesting, right?
Oh, definitely. This can
that is not at all what
I don't own any
Transmaker. Anytime soon. But if I do, it'll be just to play with what I think I'm seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't know if anybody have any last thing they want to say.
That's crazy, bro.
It is a very crazy chart. It is a very
because
crazy.
If from your C to leave, which means you know there's a whole other next part of it then. That's crazy. That's interesting. And even better. Wow.
I'm excited about the market next year.
Me too. I am properly.
I'm excited about the market next year.
So much things lining up already. I think we do this every time. And I think it has a lot to do with what we do with our portfolios at the start of the year. Because I always say we live like a quarter ahead. Mm-hmm. It often the things I'm looking at, like very often the things going on now, I don't really feel a strong way about them, but I'm always very strong excited. Or looking I have a strong feeling about what's to come.
Yeah.
And every end of year we do this conversation. Yo, next year, no?
Yeah, and every quarter, yeah. But I think people think.
But think what the rest of the conversation is. What's going on now? A lot of people do that.
What we were looking at last quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're right. A lot of people do that. They look for what's happening now versus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think it'll be a learning thing, right? Like, cool. The now thing never really seems to be working more than so.
Yeah.
But then again, where you really have to go in is a different view.
Yeah. Boy. It's interesting. Last talk, I heard him have a last question. Now is the time to do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna say good night very, very early. Not early at all. 12:30, and I've grow early tomorrow. So if you wanted to come to grow at the last grow for October, you go to everymickle.com/grow and sign up now before I turn off the October dates. I'll be turning them off in a few minutes after we come off this, and I'll be putting in the November dates, and that's it. Shout out to the people who have done grow this month. I know a lot of people have liked it, loved it, found a lot of interest in it. And I think then I should be seeing some people coming through for the advisory if they haven't already, because I've seen some people who are telling them already got to you. And that was this month. And yeah, hope to have a good growth session tomorrow. It's always good. Hopefully I'll have a great one tomorrow. And unless somebody sends a speaking request, or unless then I have something else you want to say.
But then I want to sleep. But big up. Actually, I'm really tired. I wake up. It's just not realizing I wake up. I was just not remembering how early I woke up this morning. But
I mean,
yeah.
myself.
But yeah, link up dhalladvisory.com if you want advice, you want to know what's going on with the portfolio, you have a goal, you really want to achieve it. You're not really sure your goals. You want to know exactly how you should be investing for whatever purpose you're investing for. Well, dhalladvisory.com. Sign up for a session there, book your session, and we'll talk. We can look at your portfolio, figure out what needs to be fixed, what we need to be looking forward to, and the best. We work on that.
Yep. And if you want to learn,
and you also get a discount code for Randy. So either way, you get a discount between.
There we go. It works out. And if you want to learn how to do it, if you want to learn how to do it in between, how to actually do what we do, how to actually find the gains, if you want to be, if you think you're a striker but you want to be sure, or if you are a striker and you just want to sharpen your skills, grow everymickel.com/grow, and like I say, you can get started as early as tomorrow morning. Tomorrow do the all day session, and if not, the November dates will be up soon. And yeah,
and so I find it interesting.
What's that?
Every pre-grow striker, I mean, they never got, they've done some striking before, and then they do grow. They always see something there. They always have something, some strong lessons learned from it to add to them actual process. Like, you know, it takes for this to actually do striking. So yeah, it only makes sense to me. But most people just wouldn't get that because again, most people not doing that.
Yeah, when you actually do it, teaching it, yeah, they say that those who can't do teach, but those who, when you can do and you actually teach,
oh yes,
it up, yeah.
I mean, everybody. The joke is we all know those good teachers. There's a reason they're good teachers, right? Because they can do. That is always, boy. Me chat enough, so and I need to sleep. So.
All right, so with that said, I don't see anybody send another speaker request. I'll say thank you, good night, thank you, good night, thank you to everybody who sent a message in our call or sent even if it's just a message you send on the YouTube, like I see Randy Burgess point out SVL buying ad space on CVM. I would be surprised if they didn't. They almost certainly are going to do that. I wish CVM was listed. That I would care about. As it is now, I don't care. But they're almost certainly going to buy ad slots especially during the World Cup. It's a no-brainer. And Verticast, why don't you list? Try and make back some of that money. I know you spent a lot of money. I don't think they have a choice, but who knows?
Which bank them close? I think listing is definitely happening. But which bank are they close to?
I don't know. You know, is VM?
Maybe NCB. No, not CVM. Yes, CVM, but Verticast. I don't know if it's like
they bought it from Leachin, so maybe NCB for real.
That's what I said. Maybe NCB, but you check.
If it's NCB, they might get tempted to go the debt route. NCB is very.
Yes.
I suspect NCB is very effective with their. Why not try some debt? We'll lend you the money.
Yeah, man.
Well, lend you 300 million, and you don't have to worry about the public. Verticast, if you get told that. Tell them no. Tell them you want to list. All right, take the free money or take the loan anyway. Take the loan and then why not? Why choose? Why not the both?
Exactly. Easier and makes so much cheaper, so much more sense. You're borrowing less. Listing makes sense, people.
Yeah, man. Case in point, Edical. Struggling.
Straight up.
Almost deathly rates of interest. Almost useless rates of interest for years. Listed. All of a sudden, the man might get the rates at what? 8-9%?
Game change.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
You know what time we've seen that?
Again, at least 100. At least 100 times. Yeah. Speaking of which, 1834 soon deal is. Not so.
Soon gone.
Yeah. End of an era.
Indeed.
Start of a new one.
Back to the beginning.
Back to whence we came. Split out, join the thing, have the thing by us, so we're right back where we started. And that's an interesting one too. I can't wait for that to wrap up so we can
fully done
how that works.
Yeah. I heard something interesting on the radio today with that. That's interesting and funny because after I know better, so that was funny. Not repeat here.
Okay.
No, okay. It was just a comment by somebody. Yeah.
All All right. Well, thanks everybody again. Thank you, Danai, for doing this again.
Best up every time, bro.
Yeah, big up, and I'll see you guys next week. It's been another Brick Talk. Night.
Indeed.